Hello everyone, it's Yolanda. So, I decided to go live again. So if you want to tune in. I'll sit, I'll wait to see if somebody comes in. I'm going to start off. I haven't too long shut down, I've had a long day. I'm going to get ready, get myself situated, go in, gonna shower, get me something to eat. But because it's still early where I'm at now, it's like 7:20. I'm out of the East Coast, I'm on Central Time Zone. So I'm gonna see how many people tune in, and I'm just gonna wait it out. All right. So until you guys come in, I think I'm going to. I guess I'll flip the camera around and let you see, and then when somebody get in, I'll flip it back around. So as for right now, I'm live, waiting to see if somebody come in. I don't know if everybody is sleeping or what, but I'm a little bit tired, so I'm gonna see how it's gonna go. But I'm here. So far, I've been live almost 2 minutes now, and nobody is tuned in as of yet. But we will see. Okay, let's wait it out. Indeed. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera and let you guys look until somebody comes in. And if nobody comes in about 5 minutes or so, I'll just end the live and I'll try to start it again later or tomorrow or something. I'm gonna flip it around, okay? Looks like I have a couple of people in there. Hello, Jake 2013. How are you doing today? Welcome to my live. Glad you're here. When you guys come in, please do me a favor and hit the thumbs up. I see Tony Yeoman. I see Big Chugs, the Rabbit Gamer. I see that Kathy or Katie. Hi there. Good, you. I'm doing fine, Jake. The Rabbit Gamer says, sup, what's up? So, like I said, I shut down not too long ago, and Diane Wilson, hi girl. It says, did you hear that Ozzy Osbourne died? Oh my gosh. You talking about Ozzy, the one that's married? Yeah, Sharon Osbourne, the Ozzy with the bat. Oh my gosh, what happened? The Rabbit Gamer, like today he passed away? Wow. Okay, the Rabbit Gamer said Ozzy Osbourne died today. Wow, my condolences go out to him and his family. Does anybody know? Was it just of old age? Did something happen? I know he was getting up in age, because I know Ozzy has been around for a good little while. It said, yeah, Tony Yeoman, thank you. Hit that like button, please. The Rabbit Gamer, he died of Parkinson's today, this morning. Oh, wow. I wonder how Sharon, his wife, Sharon Osbourne, is doing. And then he has a son and a daughter, Kelly. Oh, my condolences go out to him. And that's something because Malcolm Jamal Warner, he passed away yesterday, like at a beach or something, or he was off with his family and waves or something got to him or something like that. Oh boy, I tell you. That's why they say the best thing to do is to live your life, be happy and enjoy, because you just don't know what's going to happen. Ozzy Osbourne, the Rabbit Gamer, he said he was surrounded by the ones he loved and fans. Oh, that was cool. Wow. So I guess I'll watch that on the news. It said he wasn't in pain. Well, at least he wasn't. You know what? I know he did have Parkinson's because he used to have those shakes and jitters. I remember seeing where he did like an interview and they were talking about it. Of course, that was some years ago though. So wow, I really hate to hear that. Oh my gosh. That Parkinson's is something else. I still don't think there's a cure or nothing from it, but I heard there's medications and stuff like that supposed to be able to help you out a lot. So, wow. Ozzy Osbourne, rest in peace, man. He was something else. He was something on stage. He can really put in a show. He was able to put on a show. So I'm just letting you guys see I'm at the truck stop. I'm shut down. I've been shut down maybe about 30 minutes. I just decided to go live just to see who would shine in because I went live the other day. Kind of did all right, but it was late. So I said, well, let me try going live again. I'm trying to just get a feel of it. And for you guys that are new, this is my second time going live. And I'm going to see how it's going to go. We'll talk. Everybody can talk in the chat. Want to ask any questions? Anybody want to continue to talk about Ozzy or, you know, Malcolm Jamal Warner that passed away too. So that's like the second person in Hollywood. The man who bit a bat head. The man who made metal. Okay, yeah. That bat thing that he did, that was definitely a game changer. He'll always be remembered when he bit that bat head off. I remember that. Yes, that was something else. But he was loved and he had a lot of fans. So I imagine they are doing something over there where he lived. Like I said, I'm going to try to catch that on the news later on. I haven't too long shut down. So we got JRD 1998. Hollywood. Oh no, Hollyweird. I'm sorry. So what do you mean by that, Junior D 1998 Hollyweird? So you're saying instead of Hollywood, was that a typo, or are you saying Hollyweird like there was a lot of people in Hollywood that is weird? Because Ozzy, everybody know how Ozzy was. Ozzy was different. Go to date. Okay. Abdel Ozzy Barazini. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Abdel. It says, okay, JRD 1998. Yes, it's a thing in the comment sections. Me too, truck driver. Okay. Hollywood do be weird. That's what Rabbit Gamer say. Yeah, Hollywood is definitely on some different type of stuff. We'll put it like that. Yes. Hollywood is different. They got their own thing going on. I want you guys to see. So we got this big old, this semi here. If you guys can see right here by the cat scale here, see this big old massive, oh boy, old timer. That's what I call him because he's a heavy hauler. It says, look at what Dan did. Dan. So the rabbit gamer, what do you mean by that? Look at what Dan did. So like if you want to get out, I want to show you this. Some evil and different things. I see you, Jay. So like if you go to pull out this big old heavy hauler right here, he's got this whole section blocked right here, if you guys can see that. So if you go to pull out, you don't have to ask him to move. He's not going to want to move, but I can get out because I got in with him right there. So it's kind of hard for him to get into a spot with that big old bad boy right there. But them heavy haulers, that's the way they operate. They can get in where you can fit in, you know? So if you see, most of the slots are full. This truck stop is not really that big. It says, I'm talking about Dan Snyder. Who is Dan Snyder? The Rabbit Gamer. Who is Dan Snyder? I wonder if is that his truck? Because I'm curious. Is that his truck? Yep, that's the heavy hauler right there. Hopefully he's going to move. I'm talking about Dan Snyder. Who is Dan Snyder, the gamer, the Rabbit Gamer? So I have 3 likes. I have 3 people. There's people coming in because they'll pop in and they'll pop out. So I appreciate whoever's going to stay and hang with me. It says you may know him from Nickelodeon. Not really. I, Sue Gilbert. Hello, Sue. How are you? We see you. We're just talking about, we was talking about Ozzy, that he passed away. It says he did some awful things, the Rabbit Gamer. What type of things did he do? He did awful things like what? So I'm trying to see if this heavy hauler is about to move out of the way. He's got that big boy right there. I'm still here just cooking. Okay, Tony, yo, man, we'll be here, bounce in and out. I'm going to stay on here. I'm shut down for today. So I'm just going to stay here and stay live. Probably, I'm going to try to do an hour. I'll see who bounced in and out. And we're just going to conversate about, see what they're talking about. 80s baby. Hey, it says, hey, Yolanda, Tony. Hey, 80s baby, we see you. We're up here just talking about Ozzy Osbourne. They said he passed away today of Parkinson's. So I haven't watched the news. He did great with Out of the G's. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Alrighty, so you said that's all you're gonna say. Okay then, well that's fine. I mean, hey, it's what it is. I'm gonna have to, when I get off alive, I'm gonna check out and see what's going on with Ozzy. To see, well, I know what's going on. I'm saying because he had Parkinson's, but like I said, I'm gonna check out the news because I know it's all on the TV and everything. I know it's all over. Oh, he's leaving. Look. He's taking off. Finally, we got an open spot. And there it is. Now the fuel aisle is open, even though there's no one in the fuel aisle. It says yes, not a good look. Okay, so you're talking about. So the Rabbit Gamer, are you talking about Ozzy or are you talking about this person on Nickelodeon? I'm trying to figure out who exactly are you talking about. Yeah, not a good look. Okay, I got 5 likes so far. If y'all can keep getting me up to some likes, that will work. It says, but back to Ozzy. I seen it on the New York Times. Okay, like I said, I haven't too long shut down, so I haven't got a chance to look at the news or anything. Dan. Okay, I keep seeing you saying Dan. Okay. I was talking about Dan. Okay, I got it. You was talking about Dan. All righty. So I'm going to look at that later on and check out the news. I got my TV on and I just surf for channels and stuff like that. So how is everybody doing today? It's very hot where I'm at right now. It was earlier, it was 105. It didn't calm down. It's 100 now, but it's very hot outside. Everybody better kind of stay hydrated because I'm telling you, it's no joke out here. But I appreciate everybody that's stopping in, taking the time to stop by. It says I was talking about Dan. It says the Rabbit Gamer. My dad was a truck driver, believe it or not. Okay, I believe you. Says he drove rigs up and down the states. Okay, cool. That's pretty awesome, man. So I appreciate it. Seems like everybody left back out now. It's just one person here. I got 5 likes though, so I appreciate that. So it looks like the Rabbit Gamer, looks like it just might be me and you. I'm not quite sure who's still here. So if you want to talk, we'll talk. If not, I'm here. Anybody want to pop in and say anything? I'm here. I'm just going to chill and relax for a few minutes. And I'm going to talk to people that bounce in and out. Tony, yo, man, 100. So, Tony, did you hear about Malcolm Jamal Warner? He was with his family somewhere. And like some water or wherever it was, the waves or the current, which they said that he drowned or something. I haven't really been able to check that out. It says one of his favorite places was the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. Yeah, that's a nice area up there, but I try to stay away from that area in the wintertime. That's a tough area in the wintertime. The Rocky Mountains, that's no joke. Especially if you're hauling doubles and triples. It's something else. And I appreciate everybody that come in. I wish I can get up to 100 people up in here, and I wish I can get likes with everybody that come up in here. That would be pretty cool. And Tony, yo, man, I know you said you was cooking, because I know you probably get ready for your banger later on. But hey, if you can't stay in, that's fine. I'm just gonna be here as long. I'm gonna at least try to get an hour, and I'm hopefully a lot of people join in and stay in. So far, people has been popping in and out, in and out. And it says tell me about it. He was a nervous driver. Who was a nervous driver? Your dad? Well, yeah, I imagine he was a nervous driver. He was bouncing up and down those Rocky Mountains, because the Rocky Mountains ain't no joke. I take my hat off to, we call drivers that run the Rocky Mountains, we call them mountain men or mountain women, because they love the mountains. It says, I'm staying, just listening. Okay, cool, Tony. We're here, just chilling. So far, it's you, and it's the Rabbit Gamer. Yep, my dad was a nervous driver. So I appreciate the Rabbit Gamer in. He's keeping the conversation going. We're chatting. And, you know, we'll just keep on talking. I'll sit here and let you guys watch the little view at the truck stop. Hopefully some more people will pop in. It's still early. I'm not quite, well, it's 7:30 now, 7:35. I'm not quite sure if a lot of people are shut down. I mean, listen to me, shut down. If a lot of people are asleep, I mean, not asleep, or it's probably still getting off of work or something. Or, you know, just relaxing and taking it easy or something like that. So, yeah. And like I said, I appreciate everybody that's stopping in. I'm working, it says one of his favorite songs was John Denver's Rocky Mountain High. Okay, yeah, cool. Do you still listen to that from time to time yourself, or your dad just used to listen to it, that Rocky Mountain High song? I have 4 people in the chat. Hey, you guys, do me a favor when you come in, if you please hit that like button. I appreciate it. You're welcome to join in with the conversation. We're just chit and chat, talking about random stuff. Right now, we're just talking about the Rabbit Gamer. He was just telling us his dad was a driver, and his dad drove in Colorado up in the Rocky Mountains. We also was talking about Ozzy Osbourne that passed away today, said of Parkinson's. We was talking about Malcolm Jamal Warner. He passed away. So yeah. Okay, yep, I listened to it too. Okay, cool. Yeah. So what do you do? Do you drive yourself, the Rabbit Gamer, or anybody else in your family, or just your dad was a driver? Said, yep, I still listen to it. So how's everybody's day been going? Is it hot where everybody is at? Different states? It's like a heat wave going on everywhere. And there's a lot of stuff going on. It says, and he had a fear. I'm sure you have it. The fear of being far from home and family. But he had to feed a family. Yeah, that's what a lot of drivers out here, they're actually trying to feed their families. That's where we're all here, sitting at the truck stops, just chilling. Some of us are waiting on loads. Some of us have loads. Some of us have to deliver. I'm in Missouri, helping on a job site. What part of Missouri are you in, the Rabbit Gamer? So you're a registered nurse. What part of Missouri are you at? You're a traveling nurse? Or you just live in Missouri for now, temporarily? My sister-in-law is a registered nurse, and her son is a nurse practitioner. That's pretty good. Thank you for your service, if that would be the correct thing to say. Or, you know, nurses love helping people, and we appreciate everything you guys do. Working all them long hours too. You guys work 12-hour shifts, most of you guys. And what area in the hospital do you work in? It says, nope, I'm not a nurse. I do landscape. Oh, I seen RN. I'm in, okay, okay, I got you. I'm sorry. It says, no, I'm not a nurse. I do landscaping. I clear trees from homes and projects. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. I just seen RN up there. You were saying RN. I am in Missouri helping on a job site. Okay, I got you. I misread that. I do apologize. So you're into landscaping. Okay, that's a pretty good job, especially this time of year. And I bet they're keeping you guys busy too. So do you live in Missouri, or are you just out there helping, and once you're done, you're going back wherever it is you live in? RN means right now. Okay, yeah, I see that. It didn't click or register at the time. I appreciate that. He said RN means right now. See, a lot of you guys use all these abbreviations like BRB, be right back. I'm learning some of them. I'm so old school. I still use full terms, you know. So I appreciate you letting me know what that RN means. Because it didn't even register until you said something, which was, which was pretty awesome. Now I know when I see RN means right now. See, I learn something new every day. And I used to be on the internet and I see people put BRB. I'm like, BRB? It says, no, I'm helping, and I am held from Louisiana. Okay, Louisiana. Okay, then, cool. So how long will you be on this job site? Weeks, months, days? You're away from your family, or or is it just you? Oh, I'm helping, but I'm helped from Louisiana. Okay, I see that. So we still got 2 people in the chat right now. 2 weeks. Okay, that's not bad. 2 weeks. So do you like drive down there yourself? Do you fly? You guys carpool, follow people? How does that go with that landscaping stuff? And how long have you been doing it? I know you got to be pretty good at landscaping and know certain things. And said hi, Tony. Yo, man said hi. Okay, Tony, I see you're bouncing in and out too. I appreciate Tony and the gamers, the 2 main people that's hanging in here with me. I've had a few people in here. When I first came on, it was like 18 people. They came in and then they took off. I guess I was too boring for them. But like I said, I'll try to hang in here about an hour, see where it goes, see who bounce in and out. And like I said, when I'm done, I'm gonna go in to get myself situated too, just as well. But I have all the rest of the evening. See, when I did that live the other day, I kind of went live a little bit too late. And so when I went live late, we was up to what was it, like 11:45 when I did that live. I was on there a good little while with that. I wish I would have had start that live a little bit earlier, because I think I had about 6, 7, 8 people was bouncing in and out. And that's one thing, when you do these lives, you got to figure out what is the best times to catch everybody. I notice Saturdays, Sundays, there's so many people going live that you can't keep up with them. I remember one Saturday, or was it a Sunday? It was like 7 people that was live. It says, okay, see, I ride with friends because they work with me, and from there we work from 6 till 4. That is from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Oh, okay then, that's cool. 6 to 4, those are long hours right there. So, like I was saying, when you go live, it's like finding that right time. And then because I don't have that many subscribers as of yet, there won't be a lot of people really joining in mine, I guess, until my platform gets a little bit larger or something like that. Because there's people that go live, and man, they got like hundreds and thousands. I went on a live the other night, and it was like 1,000 and some people on that live. It says, last night YouTube took some likes away from you. They did me like that one day. Yeah, I seen that, and then they came back. Did you notice that? I noticed that they took some likes away, but then I noticed, oh, you're talking about my live, Tony, or are you talking about just some of my views on some of my videos? Because I noticed this morning on a couple of my videos, like that night, they had good numbers, and it's like they took like 10 or 11 likes from me. I don't know why they do stuff like that. They'll take, and somebody else said, I think it was Life with Nikki Lee, she was sent on your live. Oh, really? I didn't even notice that. But you know what I did notice? I didn't notice the likes until you said something, Tony, yo, man, but I will check that out. I'm gonna tell you what they did do though. That video, that live that I did, it had originally it had like 129 supposed been views on it, and then when I had checked it that morning, it's like it dropped down to like 100 or 105. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave it alone. It's what it is. It says the Rabbit Gamer. It says, and then at 12 p.m. we get lunch, and at around 1:15 back to work. Oh, okay then. So y'all got a little set schedule. So do you work Monday through Friday, the Rabbit Gamer? Do you like a Monday through Friday deal? But Tony, yo man, yes, I did notice that. But we discussed that in the last live. I don't understand why YouTube does that. Why they'll take views from you. They'll take, like you say, subscribers, likes, and then Life with Nikki Lee, she said also they'll take watch hours from you. Now, that was my first time hearing that, and I just don't really understand what is the reasoning behind that. And I've seen people get to 1,000 subscribers and they'll like celebrate, and then they'll like do a video and thank everybody. Then the next day they'll be at like 990. It's like they was just at 1,000. How did they go from 1,000 back to 990? Gamer, it says yes, we get Monday, Friday, and we get Sunday and Saturday off. Okay, cool. So you work Monday through Friday. Okay, that's a pretty good gig. So like I said, I don't know why YouTube do, and I've seen people to celebrate 500 subscribers, and they'll thank everybody and put their post up, and then the next day it was at 500, then all of a sudden it's at 490. It's like, well, what happened? So it's just something that they do. Why they do it, I really don't know, but it's what it is. There's nothing we can really do about it. That's just a part of the game. I'm okay with it. I just said, oh well, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. If they do, they do. I can't make them change it. It's what it is. So yeah. So the Rabbit Gamer, so what are you doing now? You're just chilling because you have to get up in the morning and get ready for work. You just happen to be strolling through the internet and happen to catch my live? Is that what it is? So far I got one person in here now. So that must be Tony Yo Man, or either that's still the Rabbit Gamer. So if anybody want to talk, I'm here. I'm just listening. I'm just going to be doing random stuff. I'm almost going to be like on a silent live, because I seen a couple of silent lives last night. I sure did. So I'm just going to act like I'm on a silent live, but at least I got 6 likes. We'll see how that does. So I don't know. I'll see what's going on with it. But the lives be really popping when a lot of people join in, and when they're talking and everybody is interacting with each other. Just stuff like that is real cool. So, but I'm here. If anybody want to ask me anything or say anything, let me know. So yeah. Oh boy. And also your southern accent. It says, do you hail from Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, or Tennessee, Arkansas? Oh, giveaway. Texas. Texas is definitely in the house. So is my accent that's bad, huh? Brooklyn born. Hey, what's going on? I see you. I love that new profile picture that you have. I was like, okay, I see you. I'm glad you was able to catch the live. I was just telling Tony Yo Man that the other night when I did a live, I had more people than this, and just finding the right time to do live, Brooklyn born, a great time to have people to come in, and it's just timing. I told them on the weekend a lot of people be going live, so yeah. The Rabbit Gamer. I can tell. How can you tell, the Rabbit Gamer? So is my accent that bad? I mean, like, do I have like a real country? Like, give me an example. You saying, because I see you mentioned, you said Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas. So basically, I'm from Texas. But originally, believe it or not, I'm originally from California. So then I relocated from California to Missouri, from Missouri to Texas. And he said, I can tell. Well, I've heard a lot of people say stuff about my accent, and I don't know. I guess that's just what it is. Well, it ain't no difference from all those New Yorkers. I'm Brooklyn born. They got some real accents up there, especially those from, what do they call it, Staten Island and all up in there. You talking about some accents, boy. But like I said, I'm glad whoever is joining in, Brooklyn born, if you want to stay for a second, how long, if you want to pop in and out, that's all good. I'm shut down for the day. We're just talking about random stuff. Earlier we was talking about Ozzy Osbourne passed away today, which I didn't know, because I know the other day Malcolm Jamal Warner had passed away, but you know, that's how Hollywood does. It says, absolutely, as long as you started to do them, it says you'll figure your timing out sooner or later. Yeah, that's true. Brooklyn born. That's what I'm working on. So with me, with them driving and stuff, I can't really get a set time with my schedule. You know about trucking. You know what time it is. Like some people might work Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, 9 to 5. So they can set themselves up to say, okay, like for instance, Jolia Legacy, she has a set time where she does hers on the weekend. I can name so many people. Bow for Life, 1490. I don't know if she really have a set time, but she does a lot of silent ones. So everybody's live is different. I just shut down early because I normally be rolling to about 11 o'clock at night. So I had the time. I said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and go live. Why not? And just to see who pop in. When I first came on, it was like 18 people. I guess I got bored. They popped in and they popped back out. The Rabbit Gamer. It says, I can just tell it's very Southern. Say these words, sweet tea, you all, porch and potato. Oh my gosh, and patio. Okay, I get what you're saying. Well, I'm sorry about the accent, but at least you know what I'm saying. It's getting a little bit better in due time. Now let me stop messing with you. So, what you say, the way we say sweet tea, y'all, porch, patio, oh my gosh. Now, when you go down deep south, now you talking about some accents, they be like, yes, no, and all of that. Tony, yo man, it says live is good for your watch time hours. Yeah, that's what they say. So, we're going to see how it goes. We're going to see exactly how it goes. Like I said, I'm going to try to do, so far it's just been a little bit, 32 minutes I've been on here, or 33 minutes or whatever. It says, don't feel offended. I can just know. No, I'm not offended at all. The Rabbit Gamer. No, actually, I think that's pretty cool. It's not bothering me at all. Not offended. No way, shape, or form. Not offended at all. Brooklyn born. I watched your last live replay. I saw a few friends on mine in it, which is a good thing. Okay, keep it up. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, there was a few people that came in, which was really cool, and I was happy about that. Because I just happened to went live, but it was, Brooklyn born, I had went live late. And so the live was actually going good. We had a good amount of people in there and we was enjoying it, but a lot of people had to go to work the next day. So we ended it. It was like about 11:45. I see Kylan Shannon says, hi, Grandma. Hey, boo-boo. My granddaughter then popped in. What are you doing, girl? I see you up in there. What are you doing? My grandbaby joined in. I'm so happy she came in. Did you get a notification that I was here? It says, Rabbit the Gamer. It says, and being that I hail from Louisiana, I can speak very little French. Oh, you can? Okay. It says, Chill Will is a good friend of mine. Oh, okay, Brooklyn. You know, when I've been in her lives and, well, I haven't been in one lately, and I see you on a lot of her videos, and I see you support her. I remember when you said somebody had hacked your channel, your page or something, Brooklyn Born, and you had reached out to her and told her you had to redo a page all over again or something like that. Yeah, Chill Will is cool, you know. Chill Will, I started rocking with her over there on Lady J, beautiful Lady J's channel. I met a few of them over there, and that's where I seen her from over there. And she's been supporting, come around. Some of them will come and go. You know how it is, Brooklyn Born. One minute they'll be there, and the next minute they might float around, you know. And I respect everybody. Whoever comes on my page, that's fine. The ones that do, that's all good, and the ones that don't, I mean, like I said last time, you know, this YouTube, it's enough for all of us to support, to do all of that. It's enough for everybody to get a little bit of something, you know. So that's why I don't understand why sometimes it seems like it be a little bit hate. Seem like people be like, you know, just hating on people, like in the back and forth. And this, at first I used to think people were subscribing and unsubscribing. It's talking to Tony Yo, man, he's letting me know that YouTube's takes like comments, half of my comments be missing and different things, and then I'll leave comments, you'll go back to the person page, the comments is gone. And I thought the people was doing that, and then there was people thinking I was removing their comments. I'm like, no, I ain't removing nothing. That's YouTube doing that stuff. Yeah. Brooklyn Born, it says, yes, Lady J is a good friend as well. Is that where I met you from? Yeah, that's where I started seeing you at over there. And I started popping on your page. I've been following you for a long time, but just like with Tony and a lot of people, I used to be shy. I didn't even have a channel, Brooklyn Born. And so I would watch a lot of people, but I wouldn't reply. And I've been following you a long time. Well, well, yeah, when you got that page, when you came on, whenever you started your new page, that's I guess that's not a long time, but that's when I was following you. I don't remember your other page, but when you got the new page, that's when I started. And I watched you build from there all the way up to where you're at now, because you're almost, I think, almost about 400, so you're moving back up. So, but yeah, I didn't, not before, but I have been following you since then. And just like now, and I want to tell you, Brooklyn Born, I have watched every last one of your videos. So you're going to have to put out some more videos, because I'm starting to watch repeat now. You know, when you come in my community post and I put people in there, well, and you came in one day and you was like, oh, you went way back. Well, what you don't realize, I wanted to say, boy, I done watched all your videos. I'm just starting over again. I've watched, it says got you. Yeah, I've watched all of your just like regular videos and all of your shorts. I've watched every last one of them. I'm not going to even lie. So I'm like, I do Tony Yo, man. So I'm just, what I'm doing now is I've watched half of your regular videos over and over again. And I ain't trying to be funny. You want to put out some a little bit longer, a couple of more to get that watch time. For real. I watched all of them. Because yours is easy to watch because you don't have like videos that's like an hour long or nothing like that. When you get the time, do like a regular longer video, like in your regular videos, not your shorts. You'll get some good watch time, because you got a lot of females over there checking you out. You got a lot of admirers over there. They show peeping you out real hard. I be in the comments a lot of times. Some of them be hating on me when they see me coming. I be like, I'm not trying to come out your boy. I'm gonna let y'all have him. They be on you, boy. They be on you like glue. I said, look at these females in here. They not playing. For real. It says, I got a strike, sis, so I can't post until this weekend, unfortunately. Wait a minute. What happened? How got a strike on what? Where, on one of your shorts? Like, I'm confused, because I don't see anything that would cause you to get a strike, unless somebody just was hating and reported about nothing, about something. What happened at Brooklyn Born? So you can't post, unfortunately, until the weekend. Oh man, that's messed up. I remember Danny J had got a strike for something or something she did a couple of times. That's why I be trying to just put I know you be watching my videos, and I know y'all be like, what in the world? I just be trying to post stuff that hopefully don't nobody be trying to say nothing. And hopefully I'll get some subscribers and people watching it, because it's be people on YouTube be hating. They be looking for stuff to, you know, any little thing they can report, hoping you would get in trouble, or like you say, get a strike so you can't post anything, you know? So, well, do they tell you what you got a strike for, or they just said, unfortunately, right now you just can't post until a certain amount of days? Because I really don't know how that goes at all, unfortunately. You know, I guess maybe I need to start finding out how it goes. Oh, I'm glad I got 7 likes. I got 3 people in the live. Look like I got Brooklyn Born, Tony Yo Man, and I don't know if Kylan Shannon is still in here, and I'm not sure if the Rabbit Gamer is still in here. So there's 3 people in here in my live, and I appreciate that. I really do. I really, really do. And I hope more people join in. So far, I've been on live 40 minutes. And even if I let it go an hour, a couple of hours, I'll stay on here. And I know, you know, it's hard. So I try not to do long videos. And that's what I want to ask Tony Yo Man. So even though I'm here and I stay on here an hour or 2 hours, and they're just like a couple of people that's on here, so I guess I would get that watch time for the couple of people that are watching. I guess I assume that how that goes. And then when it posted, because I be wondering if people are going to be watching a video that's like for a couple of hours or something. But I think some people do. I'm not quite sure. I guess some of them do. Who knows? So, like I said, I appreciate everybody that's stopping in, coming in to say hey, hello. You know, talking, chit-chatting. I see I still got 2 people in. I'm not quite sure what 2 people is in here, because nobody ain't saying anything. So I'll just keep the camera there. Yep. So if you guys want to talk, I'm reading the comments. It says they say that my last video was hectic as far as a guideline wise. It was a video of the Los Angeles drunk driver that ran into all of those people. Oh wow. Oh wow. See, and that's so weird, because when you put up stuff, you never know what's going to be, you know, what's going to be a strike. How do you know? So what do they, like, I guess they bring it to your attention? Do you get an email? Do someone call you? I don't even know how that stuff goes, really. So that means you can post something and not know. So did you have to, I haven't been back over there since I seen the video. Brooklyn Born, did you have to take the video down? Or, I mean, like, how did that go? Let me flip this around for a minute. Hold on. Okay, I'm here. So Brooklyn Born, tell me, did you have to take, I feel y'all look like a bum on my gray hair, but I want to talk for a minute. So you had to take the video down, all because of that. Like, so I would have asked them, how do you supposed to know what it says, but I've seen far worse? Oh yes, I have too. See, that's the thing. They pick and choose who they want to with certain videos. Oh, trust me and believe, I know exactly what you're saying. And see, that's what I be saying. Like now I'm sitting at the truck stop. I turned my camera that you said, and some told me to flip it. So I'll turn my camera back around, and if they say something, this is public. I'm thinking you should be able to record public stuff. I'm just sitting at the truck stop. I'm chilling. Trucks rolling by. But then when you post stuff up, you never know, you know, if they're gonna say anything, or they're gonna say, hey, that, you know, that's a strike or a copyright. Brooklyn Born, that says no, they took it off of YouTube. Only I can see it. Oh wow, okay. Huh. That's crazy. Well, see, you learn something new every day, because see, I never knew that. So obviously you didn't know this, because if you would have known it, you wouldn't have posted it. Do you see my point? So like, how are you supposed to know this? See, and that's what be my concern. That's why sometimes I know when you guys look at my videos, I know you be like, what in the hell is this? Like, you laughed and you, like the duck video that I put up, what you gonna do, what you gonna do. You know what I do? Like I was telling them, Brooklyn Born, you know what I do? Oh, Miss Stephanie. Hey, Yolanda. Hey, Miss Stephanie. Welcome to my live. I'm glad you're here, boo. I ain't seen or dealt with you in a minute like this on a live. So, but Brooklyn Born, let me tell you this, what I've noticed too. Like when I put up videos, what I be trying to do is, and I know people be saying because I don't have that many subscribers and stuff, it says people already had Luke or commented on it when they did it. Says, wow. Man, that's crazy. That is crazy. Well, I mean, so what I'm saying, why with them strikes and them copyrights and stuff, I don't understand how it goes. That's why I just put up random stuff and I be hoping to, well, I took down one video. I had a video. It says, Miss Stephanie 777. Yeah, I didn't know you go live. Yes, Stephanie, I have one video, sweetheart. I went live the other day. So if you get a chance, go to my video archive, and I got a video up already that everybody here has checked it out. And I did a live the other night. It was pretty cool. But we was on there till like 11:45, Stephanie. We had fun. It was me, Tony Yo-Man. It was a few of us on there. Tony Yo-Man said hi. Brooklyn Born. It says people had already liked it and commented on it when they took it down. Wow. Well, now you know, but that's the only way you're going to be able to find out is when they let you know. So if you notice my video, Brooklyn Born, when you see, because I don't have a lot of subscribers. So Miss Stephanie 7, it says, oh, okay, I would definitely check it out. I'd be watching your videos and shorts. I appreciate it, sweetheart. I appreciate all the support. This is my second live, Stephanie. So we're just here. I've been on live about 47 minutes now. I just decided to, I shut down early. And so I was like, I'm just going to go live. I'm here at this truck stop chilling. I'm gonna get in the shower a little bit later, grab me something to eat, and I just decided to go live, and a few people are popping in. I'm getting some likes, trying to get my watch time, and I appreciate it. And we were just sitting here just talking about Ozzy Osbourne passed away. We were talking about Malcolm Jamal Warner passing away, and we were talking about Brooklyn Born. He said one of his videos, he got striked and he can't post anything to the weekend. That's where you came in at. And we was talking to the gamer. It was a few of us. We were just discussing. So right now we were just talking about getting striked and copyright. So Brooklyn Born, back what I was saying. So when you go to my page and you see like under videos, and I know you be like, dang, Yolanda be putting up like some wild random stuff. Yeah, I do that because not only do I be trying to find content, I kind of be trying to be careful what I put up because I don't know if they're going to come for me. If they do, they do. So ain't nothing I can, I'm still new at it. So I try to do a lot of stuff with trucking. And even then, I got to be careful what I put up then because you got somebody that might say something. It's a lot of content that I could do, but I don't because like going inside the truck stop now, they got music playing, so I have to watch myself. I can do interviews, but I only do interviews when I'm at the yard with other drivers. I could do interviews here, but it's just walking up to random drivers. So, that's how it is. Miss Stephanie, it says, no way, I heard about Malcolm, but I had no clue about Ozzy. Yes, there's a gentleman in here. Where is he at? He might not be here. Here it is, the Rabbit Gamer. He was the one that had informed us when I first came live, Miss Stephanie. He actually had told us that Ozzy Osbourne passed away today. He had Parkinson's disease, and that's what he passed away around his family and friends. Brooklyn Born, absolutely 100. So back what I was saying too. So Brooklyn Born, you do pretty good content, but like I said, I have watched all your videos, man, and I'm gonna keep watching them over and over because that gives you that watch time. But you need some longer. I'll do a longer video on something. I'll watch it. I'll give you that watch time because I know you be over there supporting me. Like you said, you watched my collab with Tony Yo Man. I know you watched my live and some other things, which I really appreciate. You've been rocking with me for a minute. It says, yeah, that was crazy. He passed away on vacation. Yeah, that was something else. Bold for Life 14. I watched her video this morning about that, and I was like, wow. And then I was able to pull it up on the news this morning too, and seeing about Malcolm Jamal Warner. I feel, my heart go out, and I understand, he lost, he had a wife and I think a couple of kids or something like that. Yeah. So I try to focus on, I put out a lot of shorts to try to draw in and get more subscribers. I got a lot of longer videos, but they're not getting that watch time like I thought they would, but they're still getting watch time. And I'm starting to do live. This is my second live. And the thing is, with live, some people is not willing to watch a live. There's some lives be 4 and 5 hours. I don't know if anybody would do it or not. Miss Stephanie says, "Hey Brooklyn." Okay, that's Miss Stephanie speaking to you. So I'm still learning. I'm new at this, and a lot of people that's rocking with me. Like I said, I appreciate it. I know when I put out some stuff, I know y'all be saying, "What in the world is this girl doing?" I just be trying to find content. I sure do. Brooklyn born. Oh, it says, "Hello, Miss Stephanie." Yeah. So that's what I do. And anybody that joins in and comes to my live or watch my video is much appreciated. And then even those that subscribe to me and stuff like that, I appreciate it. I'm getting so tired. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm getting tired. I am tired. I had a long day, but I'm so glad because I don't have to move out until later on tomorrow, which is cool. I got plenty of time with my load. So yeah. But so have you thought about going live, Brooklyn born? Have that crossed your mind, or doing any longer videos? Because you do a lot of food videos and you got some shorter videos. Like I said, I've watched all of them. That's why and another thing that I told them on my other live, hey, you guys, do me a favor. If you come to my page, go all the way down the community post. There's all kind of people in there that you might want to subscribe to. There might be another page or somebody that you don't know about. That's how a few people found other people. And I'll go to their page and they'll say, "Oh, I see you in Yolanda community post or whatnot." Miss Stephanie, I like your content. It's different in a good way. I appreciate that, Miss Stephanie. Yeah, I try to put up so what I'm doing now, Stephanie, is I'm putting up random stuff until I find one thing that I want to focus on. I don't want to just focus on trucking, because if I retire, come out of trucking, well, then I can't give no one no more trucking stuff, because I will be out of trucking. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I just started trucking, yeah, but I've been in the game too long that hopefully it's God's will, if it's, whatever, I can be, hanging up my keys. So that's why I'm doing interviews. The trucking do help me because people been watching. I did good with Tony Yo Man with the collab. That's my #1 video. I almost got 1,000 hits on that collab. Which is cool. I'm going to try to do some more collabs because there's other people have reached out to me. I just haven't gotten to them. They want to do a collab with me. So I'm going to do some more collabs. And I'm just going to still put up random stuff. And when I get home, I'm going to try to still cook. See, that's my passion. I love to cook, but I can't get in the kitchen every day and cook. Of course, I'm here in the truck. Like now, this is what I can give you guys, or throw out more trucks. I got tons and tons of trucks that I can just keep posting. But y'all don't want to keep coming to my page, seeing me put up a different color truck with music or this and that. So I try to switch it up. I'm going to still put the trucks up. I'm going to still do interviews. And then I can't push it out every day like I want to because my job. So doing YouTube and doing content and then dealing with family, it's like I got 3 jobs. YouTube is not easy at all. It might look easy, Miss Stephanie. It says, yes, you have to find your nick. Everything has been good this far. Okay, yeah, I appreciate it thus far. Okay, yeah, I appreciate that, Miss Stephanie. Tony Yo Man, it says, you're good at doing live, so people only do live. Live must be your thing. Well, I would see. I don't know what's be my thing. I've heard some people say, oh, interviews. So, but I noticed there's one interview when I did the truck driver where he showed everybody his truck and he was interviewing him, Joshua. He's a good cat. He's an owner operator. For you guys don't know, the shorts, that purple truck that says Purple Rain, where they were singing Prince, and that purple clean truck, that's Josh's truck. And he just was showing the inside of it when he had gotten it and detailed and all that. But that's his truck. That's why he gave me an interview. That Purple Rain truck, that is his. The inside, that's the inside of his truck. He had a detail. He had some custom things done and flipped it around. So when you see those different trucks, those are just drivers that I know. Owner ops, some of them I've been knowing, whatever, some of them are new. Let me see, Brooklyn Born. I went live on my other channel, but not on this on this new one yet. Okay, Brooklyn Born, do you think you're gonna be going live anytime soon? We got Miss Stephanie. It said, hey Tony. It says Mr. For Local. It says love your videos when you drink it. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So Brooklyn Born, so you think, so what I'm trying to ask you is, like, you think you're going to put out longer videos? You think you're going to go live anytime soon or what? Because I'm going to try to do more lives here and there. At least if I could do a live a few times a week. I seen a lady channel. She went live every day for 30 days straight. That was a challenge she put up for herself. And she gained 1,000 subscribers. I can't see myself doing a live every single day because my day differ out here when I'm driving. Like today was fine because I was actually able to shut down early. Like I said, normally I would be shut down. Normally I would still be rolling. My bad, I'm sorry. I would still be rolling. But because my load, I started off early this morning, so I shut down early. If my load would have been ready at the different time normally, I would still be rolling till about a quarter to 12, something like that. So it says, oh, Miss Stephanie, thank you. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I would still be rolling. So that's why I went live. And then I thought I would have the luck. I thought I would have a lot of people come in now because of the time. But so far, I'm cool. There's Tony in here, Brooklyn Born, and Miss Stephanie. It's 3 of you guys in here. I got 9 likes. So I've only been on here almost an hour. So I might do 2 hours, and I have nothing to do. So I'm going to be up 12, 1 o'clock waiting for Tony to put his video out. Because, you know, Tony Yo Man puts his video out every night, kind of late. So I'll wait for him. And then if I fall asleep, I'll catch his video another time. But between that, I just sit here and I just be chilling. If I wasn't live, what I would be doing is I would just be watching TV, or I would be on YouTube or something like that. That's about it. Go in the truck stop, shower, get me something to eat. Probably in there shooting the crap with other drivers. Because one thing what you guys see, and Brooklyn Born know, because like he said, he was in the trucking back in the day, or he was going to get his CDL, I can't remember. But truckers, man, we be getting bored sometimes. We roll, and depending on where you stop at, it ain't much to do. It was too hot to get out and walk. It was like 107 degrees today. So I wasn't finna walk. And so, like now I'm here, and as you guys can see, I'm gonna flip it back around. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Let's see. Let me see if I can flip it back around. Hold on. Okay, so if you can see how crowded the truck, they're double stacked now. You see them trucks right there by the cat scale? They're double parked. That legally they shouldn't be parked there, but guess what? It's nowhere for them to park. So in the area where I'm at here, certain states, like when you run the Midwest and you run the South, if you are not shut down at a certain time, you will not find a parking spot. It is hard trying to find a park for a 53-foot trailer. Okay? It is very difficult, and I just want you guys to see. So they're double parked there, and they will stay there, and they will just wait, and I'm going to turn it around. And they're going to wait, hopefully, to see all those slots over there. They're all full. All full. There's no parking. And now I'm in a lane, too. So there's nowhere for them to go. Now, if I had to go somewhere, if I had to leave, I would have to go ask those 2 drivers to move out of the way because I don't have the room to pull out. So you got to remember, I'm in a 53-foot trailer. Imagine if I was in a longer trailer, 57 or something longer. But so this is how it is. You got drivers in the back. I might show you guys later. They're out there with their dogs because it's like a big old park area in the back. They're back there playing ball with their dogs and stuff and just chilling. And that's what it is. Just giving you, this is the truck stop. And then you'll start seeing them roll through. And as they start rolling through, they're looking for parks. Some of them, it's just not going to be no place to park. Where they going to park, I have no idea. That's just a game changer right there, just trying to find a park. That's the life of a trucker, So like I said, if I wasn't on live with you guys, I would be watching TV and I would be surfing the internet, talking on the phone. I would be multitasking, just chilling. Brooklyn Born, it says, have you ever dealt with people trying to break into your truck while on the road? Well, I did have that happen about 5 years ago. I was hauling a load, and when you haul, I haul, well, not anymore. I'm not gonna say that because I don't know who's listening, but anyhow, so we're just gonna say some years ago, I had a high value load. High value meaning you could be carrying Gucci, Louis Vuitton, cell phone. You could be carrying something major. And so when you go pick them up at these distribution center, it's good to travel a long ways. Our senior drivers know about this. You don't want to stop. Somehow they must have followed me because I rolled, when I left that distribution center, I rolled about 300 miles. They followed me 300 miles. Can you believe that? Normally they don't follow you that far. They must know the route or know where I was going. So I shut down at the truck stop. But here's the catcher. Check this out, Brooklyn Born, man. I was in the back of where my trailer was parked. It was a whole police station there. Do you know these bad boys? Because we got these big old locks and bolts. Do you know these bad boys got my lock off somehow? They wait till you go to sleep. And so in the middle of the night, they hit me. So when I got up the next morning, I went to go pre-trip, and the first thing I seen, my lock was on the ground and my trailer doors was, I said, excuse my French. I said, God damn, the motherfuckers got me. Oh, I was pissed. I was pissed. Because you got to go through a long process. You got to call the police. You got to reach out to your company. They got to take pictures. It just slows you down. And then now you can't take the freight because it's been damaged, Miss Stephanie, it says, oh, wow, sorry to hear. Yes, it happens to a lot of drivers, Miss Stephanie. It's frequent. You have criminals that instead of getting a job and finding something better to do, they sit around and they go to different places where they know there's high value loads. They know what's hauling, and they 9 times out of 10, they know where them loads are going. It's that, Brooklyn Born, that's crazy, man. And they got me. So I did the police report. And then the companies, anybody freight that gets stolen, the companies do a full investigation because they want to make sure it's not you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's what it is. That really bothers me. That still bothers me to the day. Now I've learned a valuable lesson with that. Now what I do is when I carry high value loads and I pick up, and because I fear now that they will follow you if they follow me that far. Now what I park what they call nose in, which I should have done with that before, but I didn't think they would follow me 300 miles. So now what I do, I park in with my nose in first, and then the butt, meaning the trailer, is out. So if you hit me, everybody's gonna see you. So that's what I do now. So, even as much time as I have, like I said, I've been with this company, it's going to be 17 years. I learned a valuable lesson for that. So I tell any drivers that's listening, new ones, the old heads know, but I had never gotten hit before because I've always driven so far. But I never thought that they would follow me 300 miles. That's 5 hours that they were traveling with me. Or either that or they had somebody to meet me on the other end. Either way, they got me like that. But trust and believe, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I know what to do from now on when I haul high value loads. So, out here, it's something else. People think, oh, people just break in your house. No, sweetheart. People just look for crime and stuff to do every day. And it's so many drivers get their freight. You just, like if you go to a truck stop and you always see, if you wonder why a couple of trucks are parked in nose first. Some people are laughing and say, oh, they don't know how to back. No, a lot of them is protecting their freight. You know, so you just have to take precaution out here. It's just, just like the videos that you be putting up, Brooklyn Born. The world is crazy. Like that one I seen with when they kidnapped that baby, took off with that young girl and stuff. Just what people, now watch this truck trying to get out. Look, see, watch this. Y'all see this? Because extra, but he can do it. He's not as long. He's got it. But see, he's got to worry about the truck. But he got out there. See, he at the end. They shouldn't be there, but that's another story. So what I'm saying is people just, it's almost like demons or something running around or something that got loose, because people is just buck wild. You just not safe anywhere. And I seen the lady on the subway. I don't know if that was in New York. I'm not quite sure, Brooklyn Born, but I'm surprised you didn't do a video on it. I don't know if it was old or new. There was a lady, it was at New York, somewhere in New York. She was on the subway. They showed her on camera. She was just sitting there minding her own business, sitting on a bench, and there was a dude walked up. He had a bag of shit, and he just walked up, stuck his hand in there, and just started rubbing it all on her. She didn't even know what it was at first until she realized it. That, you need hazmat in there. You got your feces and you're just rubbing it up. Man, something's wrong with people. And he just walked off like it was no big deal. But they caught him, and I think he's still in jail right now. But you've got to be a twisted person to take the time to use the bathroom in the bag and then dig your hand all in and go rub it on something. Where's your mind? I know mental health is like real, but that's like on a whole nother level right there, like for real. I don't have time to be playing with less known my own. I ain't gonna go there. That one was crazy. So, like being on the road or just being at your house, cause I'm subscribed to a YouTube channel called Doorbell Ring. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's Doorbell Ring, and all this person does on YouTube is show different people at people's doorbells on their doorbell. It was one dude on the Doorbell Ring. It was an apartment complex. It was 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and he's going around turning people doorknobs from door to door, just trying to see if anybody left their door unlocked. Miss Stephanie, it says in New York, stuff like that is normal, and it's sad. That's why I left New York. Oh, you left? Where are you at now, Miss Stephanie? It says Brooklyn Born. Yeah, I saw that. I got videos on standby, so trust me. Yeah, it's just, and I know in New York, there's a lot of stuff be popping off over there. It's everywhere, though. It doesn't matter if it ain't a drive-by. Oh, you're in Maryland now? Okay, Miss Stephanie. Okay, how do you like it in Maryland? It just every day something is popping off. Every day it's a different thing that's popping off. It's crazy. So, it says Brooklyn Born. The freaks come out at night. I'm about to sing that song. The freaks come out at night. You is not lying, bro. For real. And at the truck stop, it get buck. Wow. Man, I wish if I was at Miss Stephanie. I love it here. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. But check this out. I'm not going to say where, but there's certain truck stops. Man, let me tell you, baby. They be loose. If y'all know what they be buck loose. The lizards be on the prowl. Man, one night I had came out of the shower. So I'm walking to my truck and I seen somebody go on the side of my cat scales, like my catwalk. So that's, if you guys that don't know about truck, the side of your catwalk is like in between your trailer and the tractor. Okay, so I know I see some feet. So I'm like, what? So I'm ready with, whatever, right? So I'm like, well, what is going on? Who is that? So I was like, to be for real, y'all, I was like scared to go to my truck, but I'm like, I got to get in my truck, right? So it says them lizards be living it up at the truck. See, I didn't say that. Miss Stephanie said that, but she's reading between the lines. So yeah, so it was this person, right? And I'm like, because they were just busy. They were all over the place. So I said, let me walk around to the other side, because I wanted to walk around to the other side and get in my side compartment, because I'm like, okay, I got a crowbar up in there. I said, let them pop out on me now. It's finna be on and popping. So I walks to the side. I got my keys shuffling, and then, oh girl, she come from under my trailer, scared to live. Oh my Lord, have mercy. I said, girl, you about to get hurt. She told me something, excuse me. And I'm looking at her. She told me something, you got a cigarette? I said, girl, please, you tripping. She goes, what about a bottle of water? Can you help me out? Anything? You got two? I'm like, oh my Lord, girl, why are you creeping around like this? I said, do you realize you about to get hurt in a minute? For real, for real? Like, goodness. And so, you know, you got to be careful with that. That they'll scare the living crap out of you. I mean, you be like, whoa, hold up now, wait a minute. Shoot, y'all be the guy hit across the head. But yeah, they be and especially when you're at the truck stop and they got security, they be all under the trailers hiding and running. I'm like, Lord, why don't y'all just go home, please? Be knocking on the door, waking people up. Like, stop knocking on my door, will you please? It is so annoying. Now see, I want to watch Big Boy get up in here, because them damn trucks got his ass blocked. I want to watch Big Boy get up in here. He should be able to make it, cut it up in there pretty good. Because see, if extra lease get they behind out of the way, oh, Big Boy be able to get up in there. But he got it. That's a flatbed. Oh boy, know what he doing. It says laughing my ass off. Yolanda was about to molly whoop her. I was about to do more than that, girl. I thought to myself, child, and that crowbar, Lord have mercy. I said, I knew he couldn't get up in there. Well, he finna try it. Check it out, y'all. He finna try it. See, these trucks got him blocked. So peep this. Watch your boy finna try to get up in here. See the trucks, if those trucks, that's taking up his space that he needs to loop it to back up in there. See, he's risking hitting the extra right there that's got him blocked. See, now watch him. He's smooth. He's a smooth man with jump. I'm gonna see old boy get it up in there. He's a big boy. He should be able to handle this here. She was about to put a fan up there. You know what, honey? Yes, I was. So, you know, it's a lot going on out here, and you just gotta be on your P's and Q's. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get that there. See, and this is the type of stuff we deal with. Trying to get into these spots without side swiping nobody. And see, if he wasn't that big, if he didn't have that, see there? See how he cutting it over there, and them trucks over there got him blocked off? That's, you know, see, that type of stuff ticks me off. And then you got to work extra hard. Because, see, now watch, he got to get in and out. I know he mad as hell. See, he better than me, because I be over there like, look, get out of my way so I can get up in here. Oh boy, look like he tired as hell. I bet he said, these motherfuckers got me blocked the fuck off. God damn it, I know what he's saying, because I've been there. God doggone it. Yeah, baby. It says Yolanda gonna put the boots on the ground song and let loose on the concrete. Stephanie, you need to stop, girl. There she go. Stephanie be clowning. You know, she's a comedian all by herself. Her and Queen. Boy, I remember we used to be in Lady J's Live or whatever the deal. And they be in there clowning, having everybody bugging us, especially when Tyson used to come up in there. Oh, God, Stephanie used to hit it. Stephanie used to have, I used to be in the truck cracking up, boy. Her and Queen be on it, though. Straight up comedians. And she still got that humor, though. That's what I had missed when I wasn't coming on there. I used to miss Queen and Stephanie. They used to have it popping, boy. I hope he be able to get in. I feel so bad for old boy because he blocked. It's going to be a struggle to get up in there. See, he could have been up in that hole if they wouldn't be blocking him. Man, that's tight. Hold my breath. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch your tiger by his toe. If he holler, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. There you go. See, when he hit that turn, see, he got that flatbed. His wheel's back too far. He might be able to twist it on up in there. Because I think he's a pro. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch your tiger by it, go. Eeny, meeny, there you go. Go. Whip it. Hey. He got it. He got it. It's tight. It's tight as a Cracker Jack, a tuna fish, sardines. I know he mad, but he getting it. He getting it. He getting it. Come on, boy. You got it. You got it. It's your birthday. Hey, it's your birthday. He got it. See, they block. See, they make me mad when they do that, because it's just like you be sneezing. You be like breathing like, come on. And if you tired at night and you trying to squeeze up in these parts, you be like, Lord, sweet Jesus, help me. He said he got that whip appeal. Yes, he do. He's a pro. He's a flatbedder. He's pretty good. It didn't take him long, though. He is a little, you know, and see, that's the thing. It takes a few extra time because you got to struggle to get up in there, because you got to watch to make sure you don't hit the trucks over there by the scale, the cat scale. And then you got to make sure you don't hit the truck next to him that he's trying to back in between. You see? All of that. But he did right. He get out, and he got out and he looked. That's how a lot of drivers tear their trucks up. They don't get out. They don't look. They don't do anything. But I'm not mad at them, because the drivers that's parked over there that's blocking us from getting in, I had to do the same thing. Guess what? There's nowhere to park. So you have no choice but to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. He got it. See, he ain't got, you see how much room he got? But he got it. He got up in there. Yep. But you know, like I was saying, you know, dealing with these YouTube streets and stuff like that, man, I tell you, baby, it's tough, you know. And I'm still a new channel. Like I say, I can't thank my subscribers enough. People that come in and that rock with me, that's there, they're supporting me, and they come one of our trucks and that support me and that be there for me. You know, watching my videos. And like I tell you guys, y'all make sure, I know Miss Stephanie be doing, make sure that y'all always go down the community, stroll all the way down, because I be putting people in the community. I put their videos in there. Like I have you up in there, Brooklyn. Brooklyn Born Youth came through there. I put Yoton. I just put different people pages that you might want to go over and check out. And you wouldn't even know about them if you wouldn't see them. You know, just recognize people because they've done it for me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I be doing. And then I be putting up all different videos until I find my spot, what I'm gonna do, and you know, stuff like that. So yeah, but y'all just bear with me. One day I might blow up. I might have like 1 million subscribers. I'm gonna remember all my day oneers that's been rocking with me from day one. I appreciate y'all. I really do. It says Brooklyn Born, yes indeed. It says Miss Stephanie, it says I'm about to clean up my kitchen. Okay, hon, from cooking dinner and get settled for the night. It says it was great engaging. Appreciate that in the live stream. Be safe and have a good night, Booski. Okay, hon, you too. I appreciate you stopping by. Stop by anytime, sweetheart. I really love your support, okay? Good night, Brooklyn Gemini gang. Oh yeah, he's a Gemini too. Oh, hello, in the life of Gay Blake. Hello, it says good night, host and everyone in the chat. Oh, okay, well, good night, sweetheart. Thank you for stopping in. All right, Miss Stephanie, I'll see you later, honey. I appreciate you watching all my videos and stuff. And look for me from time to time when I be doing lives. Just stop in and show me some love, okay? Have a good night, huh? It says, in the life of Gay Blake, it says, you're welcome. Thank you so much, sweetheart Blake. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody that's stopping by. Like I said, so far, I just been on here a little bit over an hour. So I'm going to still stay on as long as people is here. Until I get bored. Because like right now, I have nothing better to do, to be for real about it, besides watch TV and surf the net. There's nothing in the truck stop to do. That's not a truck stop that you can really go in and hang in there, like a lounge and all of that. And it's probably crowded anyhow. So I'll just sit here and chill for now. Hopefully I get some people in. I got 10 likes. That's good. You guys come in, keep liking. I hope any new people subscribe. Check out my videos. Make sure you guys go in the post. Go all the way down in the post, please. Because when you go in the post, you might see stuff that other people have not seen. It says, in the life of Gabe Blake, it says, these are some long trucks here. No, those trucks are parked over there. They're just there blocking people. Brooklyn born. It says, good night, Gabe Blake. Yeah, well, he got in. Yeah, these are just regular 53 footers, Blake. These are not like 57s or nothing like that. Yeah. They just look long. If you can see, they're just blocking. They're just parked right there. They're just regular 53-foot trailers. They probably look long, but they're just like all the rest of them. Yeah, they're just there blocking because people don't have nowhere to, to park. So, but back what I was saying with this YouTube thing, I think all of us small YouTubers are just trying to do our best because we struggling, boy. I know we struggling trying to just, it's hard to get those subscribers. I'm telling you, it's hard to get those subscribers, man. It's like pulling teeth. And it's like you put out the content and you're there. And then some people will get subscribers. I've seen people get like 1,000, a little bit over. And then they'll just get stuck and they'll be there for like ever. I went on a girl's page the other day and I think she's just stuck. She just started. She's stuck at like 52 subscribers, and I think it's been like that since she started her channel. Like she, in the life of Gabriel, it says, okay, I thought it was one of the trucks you drive. Yeah, I drive the same type of truck. They probably look long. They just look long, but they're not. They're regular 53-foot trailers. It's probably the camera and the way I got it set up. Brooklyn born. It says, I've seen those trucks out this way. Yeah, they come out that way, but a lot of people don't like to go to New York, Brooklyn, for whatever reason. Brooklyn born. New York is, a lot of people go over there, they tear their trucks up. It says, Brooklyn born, are you a content creator? Yes, he is. He has a page. In the life of Gay. Yeah, yes, he is. He has some good content over there too. Go check him out. He gonna have you laughing. He be putting out some good stuff. I really like his stuff. And he keeps it real. I love when you put that frozen pizza out. That was hilarious. So I knew it was a frozen pizza, Brooklyn born. You could tell by looking at it, right? I was like, yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. He tells him, Yolanda, even though it's frozen, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. I'm like, dog, you ain't said nothing but a word. Been there, done that so many times. What you talking about? I knew exactly what time it was. Do your thing. You can, because that's what Tony Yo, man, he be getting them. Have you ever watched this channel? He be doing them frozen pieces and dicing them up himself. Sure enough, you got to do whatever content you can put out, as long as it works and people watching it, they're liking it, they're commenting and engaging. That's all good. And I'm so glad you put up a different profile picture. I really like that picture. This picture that you have up. I noticed that when you had commented on my page early on one of them short videos, I had to come back to it again. I'm like, wait, hold up. Because I was like, wait a minute. I was like, yo, man, I'm peeping the picture. That's real cool. It says Brooklyn born. It says, I sauced it up crazily, sis. It says garlic powder and everything. Man, I know that's right. I would have added some extra cheese, whatever I can find in the pantry, the refrigerator. I was just going to dice it all up. I've done that too. And sometimes those can be the best pizzas. It depends on which one you want. When you go to the store and get those frozen pizzas, you can bring them home. You can put more mozzarella cheese. I mean, you can cut up chicken. Like one time I had some leftover rotisserie chicken. I had some spinach, tomato. Man, I mushrooms. Man, I diced that back. I made my own Pizza Hut. I sure did. Because I had all the ingredients, because we had bought a rotisserie chicken and it was some still left over. So I diced the rotisserie chicken up. I popped open a can of black olives. I had some mushrooms. I put all of that stuff on there and put that bad boy in the oven and put some of that mozzarella cheese on top. And baby, it was, probably would have paid $30, $40 for that pizza. But instead I bought 3 of them for $10 at the local Kroger's. Okay, so I was good. Sure did. Sometimes you can dice it up and do your own thing and work just as best. Compared to, if you notice, when you go to half of these restaurants, anyhow, customer service so goddamn messed up. I don't even like going to places half of the time. Customer service done got bad. Real bad. For real. Shoot, you like that day, y'all seen that one when I did that, was it the Popeyes or no, it was the Popeyes. You see all that food they gave me? I didn't order that stuff. They just threw stuff in the bags. I was waiting there, 30 minutes. 30 minutes just to get a 3-piece. And then when they gave it to me, of course, I wasn't mad about it because they threw all kind of extra stuff. But like one girl in my comments said, she said they just threw stuff in your bag, which they did. So because I was waiting, they just threw that pie in there. They threw my order. They threw some other stuff. They're just throwing stuff in there. That's all they was doing. Just, I guess they said, well, she won't complain or say nothing if we just throw this and that in there. And that's exactly what they did. They just threw stuff in the bag. And I wasn't mad at them or nothing, But I did the churches. Now, me, myself, I prefer churches over Popeyes. I ain't gonna even lie. For real. I love me some churches. Yeah, and again, I do appreciate everybody keep popping in. There's people that'll pop in and pop out. But I'm glad when they are coming in, they are giving me a like. So far, I got 11 likes. And so far, we've been live just an hour and 26 minutes. So that's not bad. So like I said, I'll hang in a few more minutes or however long everybody be around. When everybody want to shy out. I mean, hey, I understand. Y'all pop out. Hopefully somebody else will pop in. But I do appreciate any and everybody that has been stopping in and showing me some love and just chilling with me. I appreciate that. And like I was saying, Brooklyn Boy, a lot of people do their lives. Like on Saturdays and Sundays, you got so many people doing lives that you just got to kind of pick and choose because there's so many people that are doing lives. And I just can't keep up with all of them at all. Number crunchers, hello, I see you. And then it says Chill Will Crew. Hello, Yolanda in chat. Blessings to you all. Hello, Chill Will. Did you guys hit that like button? Number crunchers, did you hit that like button before you came in? You guys do me a favor. Hit that like button. We just here chatting. Talking. We was talking about Ozzy. Ozzy Osbourne passed away of Parkinson's today. And then you guys, if you heard about Malcolm Jamal Warner, he passed away yesterday. He was at like a beach on vacation or somewhere with his family, and they say he drowned. But see, I have to watch more of the news and see what's going on with that whole, because I've been driving. Like I say, I haven't been able to catch up with the news to see what exactly is going on. Chill Will Crew, it says, I know the deal. That's a must to hit the like button in my in my books. Okay, I got you. I appreciate that, Chill Will. So that's what we was kind of discussing and just random stuff. Tony Yo Man, he said, hey, Chill Will. Yeah, so we were just talking about random stuff. And so like I was saying though, Brooklyn Born, when you get a chance, man, like I say, yeah, put up a longer videos. Yeah, Brooklyn Born. Number crunchers. He's saying, hey, okay, yeah, put up some longer videos and stuff. And like I was telling you, Chill Will, like the other day and stuff. Yes, I have heard the sad news with them. Yes, it's very sad. That's why they said live your life and do your thing. And like we was talking about too earlier, Chill Will Crew. I know you do sometimes, but when you get a chance, what I try to do is go down people's posts. And when you go on their page and you go down their post, there's a lot of people that they post. Like I post people in there. Like I got you in there, Brooklyn. If you go scroll, a lot of people don't scroll all the way down. You might see somebody's channel or somebody that you want to subscribe to, that you might like them or leave a comment, and they might come over to your page and subscribe. Because since I've been putting people in my post, I noticed they've been going to people's pages and they've been subscribing to each other and supporting each other. Yep. It says, my sincere condolences out to the family of those that were lost lives. Yes, in the life of Gabe Blake. Yes, condolences go out to them. That's why they say enjoy your life. Because I know Malcolm Jamal Warner, he was on vacation. with his wife, and I think one of his children or two. I'm not quite sure. I have to do more research on the story. And he was out at the beach or somewhere, and what was it, like the river or the currency, something like blew him away. I mean the waves or the tides pushed him away, or the currents. And when that water, because I'm a swimmer myself, but see, I don't mess with stuff like that. I swim in regular swimming pools. I don't do that type of swimming, because those waves, and then you got to remember, some of those sharks, whales, a lot of those wildlife will make their way up to where people are at. You got those starfish and all that stuff. Man, I ain't got time for that. But a lot of people be out there. Brooklyn born, it says, yeah, that was crazy, losing his life while on vacation with his family. Yes, it was Brooklyn born. It was wild and sad at the same time. I tell you, he was what, 50 something years old, I think. I remember him in all the Cosby shows and all of that stuff. That's a cool dude. I know his family is just like, wow, that's something. But you know what? And then when Ozzy Osbourne, you know, he was already sick, because I had forgot he had Parkinson's. And you know, it's crazy. But you know, the one thing that I will always remember about Ozzy, when he bit that bat head off on stage, that always sits with me every time I think about him. Is that like bizarre or what? Because I'm telling you, the man was on a whole nother level. My goodness, I tell you. So condolence go out to all the families and stuff. Anybody that loses a loved one, I know it's got to be tough, you know. In the life of Gabe Blake, yes, sad situation. Yes, ma'am, it is a very sad situation. Yes, it is. Yes, you know, losing a loved one, trust and believe. I know, yeah. And anybody that's been rocking me with Day One, you know, Brooklyn born, you know, Number Crunchers and all them Chill Will crew, Tony, yo, man, they all know, you know, from when I lost my husband, you know, y'all will see me post pictures. Y'all gonna still randomly see pictures. I'm gonna always keep his memory, keep him going. I'll still do videos with him from time to time, put up old pictures and stuff or whatnot. And I'm gonna still make sure he's well remembered, that's for sure. You know, but hey, that's what it is though. You got to enjoy it, because you don't know. But like the difference, my husband, see, he was already sick for the last 2 years before he passed away. He was, you know, so after that transplant, that medicine they had him on, because in case you guys didn't know, my husband was a diabetic, juvenile diabetic, since he was 13. If my husband was still here today, like I said, he would be 60 years old. And he's been gone now. It's been 14 months. So he had a double transplant, kidney and pancreas. So he was a diabetic since it was either 12 or 11, so juvenile diabetes. And then as time went on, you know, when you are diabetic, that's why I say in certain communities, and I'm not racist, but in our black community, we need to stay on top of a lot of stuff, because high blood pressure, diabetes, you know, heart disease, obesity, it's a lot that run in our culture that will catch up with us. But unfortunately, he couldn't control that. He was a diabetic, you know what it is. And then as time went on, you know, he handled it, took care of it. But unfortunately, by having diabetes, you get other complications like kidney problems. You get high blood pressure and so on. So what happens to he got kidney problems. He had kidney failure. And then he was on dialysis for years. And then from the dialysis, we was lucky to get a transplant. And we got the transplant. He got a double transplant, meaning he got a pancreas and he got a kidney. So he wasn't a diabetic anymore, because of course he got a new pancreas, right? So he did fine with the new kidneys for years, no problem. He still had the high blood pressure, so he was on the medication, and you know, he struggled with other things here and there. Making a long story short, I'm just skipping all the way to like the couple of years before he passed. He just started having all kind of other complications. So when you get a transplant, you have to take anti-rejection medication, because of course those are not your organs, they are other people. So now these medications are helping you to fight so that the kidney, the pancreas, even if you have a heart transplant, so that it's not being rejected. But unfortunately, when you take these medicines, one of the side effects is, you know, is cancer. when you have cancer, when he got the cancer, I apologize, that was my phone ringing. When you get the cancer and whatnot, you have to go on chemo. And so when he went on chemo, that really did him in. That was tough on him. So if you guys know anybody that's having cancer and battle with chemo and radiation and all that stuff, so I'm skipping over a lot of stuff because it's hard to talk about. So that took a toll on him. Then it started affecting his heart. His heart got weak, and it was just going downhill from there. It's just a lot to it. It's kind of, it's kind of messed up and kind of hard at the same time. But it's what it is. And I wasn't on the road here. I was actually running local, where I was home every day. And the sad part, the day before my husband had passed away, we were sitting out on the balcony, out on the porch, and we were talking, just chit-chatting. And he was like, yeah, you got to go to work tomorrow. I was like, yeah. And I was already off 3 days prior to his passing. And it was so weird. And that's why I said you never know. You got to be careful. And we were just sitting up there talking, laughing, and joking and whatnot. And I goes to work the next day, check on him, the same thing. He was fine. He had called me. He normally would call me, let me know what he had for breakfast, blase. I'm just trying to skip over a lot of stuff. So I was at work delivering my loads, and I'm thinking, wow, I haven't heard from Dre. His name is Andre, but we call him Dre. I said, I haven't heard from Dre in a while. Normally he would call me by now. So I thought it was odd. So I kept trying to call him, and I called our one daughter. We have one daughter that's in one state and one that's out there where we're at. So I kept calling her, hey, have you heard from your dad? She was like, no, I was wondering. And then I called his parents. Nobody had heard from him. And so I kept working and thinking, I thought, well, maybe he's on the phone with his brother. He's tied up. He'll get back with me. Then all of a sudden, I just started getting this eerie feel. Just something wasn't right. And so I reached out to my supervisor and the planners. I said, look at here. I said, I can't get in touch with my husband. Something's not right. I'm about to head to the house because I wasn't far. I was about 25 minutes. I said, so I'm going to go ahead and go home and see what's going on. They got the nerve to tell me, well, you still got your load to deliver. I said, y'all don't really want me to tell y'all how I'm feeling right now. But like I said, I'm about to leave. And, when I headed to the house, pulled the car in the garage, walked up the stairs. And as I was walking up those stairs, I can remember like it was yesterday. And I just started getting this weird feeling. And when I opened the door, sweet Jesus, he was laying right there on that floor, face down. I was like, damn. Life is something. I never forget that. And right then, when I seen him laying there, face down, I already knew he was gone. I just knew it. I could just still see that today. So I called 911 and they came, and of course they tried to assess right here. They say they had a heart attack. See, what happened is that chemo will break your body down. Chemo, it's no joke. I'm just telling you, man. It was tough on him. Plus, the transplant and all the other stuff that he was dealing with. But I look at it like this, I appreciate that, Brooklyn. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. He's in a better place. He's not dealing with all of those doctors, all of the medications, all the chemo, just all the stuff he went through a couple of years before he, before he passed. It was tough for him. It's just a lot that I'm skipping over. And one day I'll share and tell you more. That's what I say. If you're in a relationship, whether you're married, whether you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, somebody special, whatever, don't take it for granted. I'm telling you, because you just never know. And I have a friend of mine too that's out of Missouri. She was married almost 20 years, and her husband had a heart attack on a basketball court. Can you believe that? And I tell you, it's just always something. She said she was calling him and he wasn't picking up his phone. And then she kept calling and calling, and all of a sudden she called and his homeboy picked up the phone. She said, Yolanda, when James, that's his friend, when James picked up that phone, she said, I already knew something wasn't right. She said, but she never thought they was going to tell him, that they was going to tell her that, hey, what had happened. But yeah, he had a heart attack on the basketball court. Out on the basketball court. Like, damn, man. I think about a lot of stuff in life, I try not to take things for granted. I try not to complain. sometimes that's easier said than done. We find ourselves complaining because you got to remember there's somebody always worse off than you. And then, you know, being on these YouTube and just social media platforms, man, y'all, you never know what nobody is going through. You really don't, you know? And actually, I can say YouTube has helped me some to forget about some things. It keeps me busy along with working and giving me stuff to do. But at the same time, I'm telling you, you'll see couples and people on YouTube. You think they're living their best life. They're all happy and this and that. Like the one couple. I know you had to see it, Brooklyn Born. I know you see it. The one couple that went live where they was talking about the dude set up somebody and they gave each other something, blah, blah, blah. Look what happened to them. Like, it's just wild how people just wilding out. So many YouTubers just, the other couple, what was they on Facebook and got each other on Facebook Live. I'm like, people, like, it's got to be something in the water or the food or the air. It's something, because people, life means nothing to some people now. It's just like, it's nothing. Like, they don't care no more. It could be their spouse. Like the dude that got his mother, it could be their mother, their father, their sister, their brother, their mama, their daddy, their grandma, their grandpa. Like, people have no respect for life. It means nothing to some people, you know? So I try to stay prayed up. I try to pray for myself, you know, my family, everybody, this nation, this world. We need prayer, because this stuff popping off every day. Like that video that you put up, Brooklyn Born, about that flood over there in New York. Oh, man, that was just mind-blowing. I was speechless. I didn't even know what to say about that. So, you know, in this world, because I look at being out here on this road, trucking. Even trucking ain't what it used to be. It didn't change over the years, you know? You got a lot of truckers that are, you know, owner-operators, some company drivers. Freight ain't even what it used to be. There was a time where you wouldn't even see this many trucks shut down right now. We'd be pushing up and down that road. Prices is going up. Hell, you can't even go inside the truck stop and order you. Like when I got that chicken, which y'all don't know, I got 3 pieces of chicken. I had a side, a drink, and a biscuit. What was that? Well, at the Popeyes, even though I threw in stuff. Do y'all know I paid $16 for that? I'm just trying to tell you. I remember a time you used to go in and get a whole meal for $5, not no more. That didn't change. It says Brooklyn Born. It says, yeah, the effects of that is all still being felt out here, sis. Yeah. I mean, it's deep out here for real. I mean, even when you go in the store, I love these Brazilian nuts, okay? So some people might know what Brazilian nuts is, some don't. It's just like a nut, like a pecan, cashew, whatever. But they're Brazilian nuts. I love those nuts. So I always get them at Walmart over in the produce section in this little container. They used to be $4.99. I went the other day to get some Brazilian nuts. They're $9.99. They doubled the price. Everything is doubled. In the truck stop, used to get 2 bananas for $1. Now 2 bananas are for $2. The prices is doubling. Everywhere you go, you paying more. We used to, the scale, that cat scale, that's right there. You see that what it says, certified cat scale. That's what we scale our loads. It's $14.75 to scale a load. To rescale that bad boy, it is, what is it, $5.50, $11? I think it's $5.50, $7, I forget. That's just to scale your load to make sure you legal so you can roll. Okay? I remember when scales used to be $5. Now it's $14.75, and every time you turn around, you gotta pay, I think it's $5 each time you go around. I remember when showers were $5. Showers are, depending on, I think $22.50 now, $18 at some places. I remember parking used to be free. Depending on where you go, you can pay for $25 a night up to $50 a night to park. It is getting bad out here. Okay, we ain't even talking about owner ops or these companies what they're spending in fuel. I have no idea what's going on. I mean, it's to the point where, hell, there's going to come a day where I don't know if we're going to be able to afford anything. Because I'm telling you, it's getting tough out here. And if you don't get 60, what is it, 60, 65 gallons worth of fuel, you coming out, you better wash your tail. Because that's one thing I'm going to wash my tail. You coming out of the pocket unless you're going to try to bum a shower off of another driver. You might luck out and get a driver that runs local, dedicated, that has unlimited showers or a lot of showers or whatnot. You can get that if you keep fueling at the same truck stop. But if not, you paying straight out of the pocket. I can't remember the prices off them because I always have enough on mine, whether I be unlimited or depending on where I go back and forth. Our company is huge that if I'm at one place and I don't have any showers on that car, I'm just going to walk up to another driver. I'm going to keep it real. Excuse me, yo driver, you mind? You got an extra shower on there? And a lot of times they'll slide their card and, you know, they'll just swipe and, you know, you get your little ticket and you get a shower. Because I'm not trying to pay all that, you know. But they got bills to pay too, so I guess that's why they going up on everything. It's bad out here. It is bad. You go in the store just to buy a soda. Hell, what is a bag of potato chips is $3 and something with some change. I remember when a bag of chips used to be 25, 50 cents or whatever. I guess y'all say I'm telling my age, but 75 cents they would go up now. Shoot. You can't even buy nothing for $1. Don't go in the store with $1 because you're not going to be able to get much. I can tell you that now. Times have definitely changed. Okay? Even companies. You know, I'm asking people, that's what I'm going to do in an interview. Ask some of these truck drivers, when the last time you got a raise and how much did you get for a raise? Did you get a cent, a half a cent, 5 cents? Because, you know, a lot of drivers get paid by the miles. You know, owner ops, they can get paid by freight brokers. Some of them get paid by their freight. It just depends on who you running for and what you hauling. Some drivers can make a killing out here. Whew, I'm talking about a killing. Heavy haulers, that's a whole nother ball game, baby. Because them heavy haulers, see, they have to pay though. They have to pay for like assistance. Like they have pilot cars, police assistance. They might get paid to $20,000, $30,000 that week, but look at all the overhead they got to come out of the pocket. So they'll say, oh, he's making big bucks. They might say, oh, depending on what he's hauling. Say, for instance, he got a load and it's going to pay him $20,000. I'm just talking numbers. $20,000 for that load. That might sound good, but he ain't getting that whole $20,000. Do you know he got to pay everybody? So if he's got a police in the front of him, a police in the back of him, the police department got to get paid because they're assisting him, right? And then if he got 2 pilot cars, they got to get paid. He's got to pay the brokers. He got to pay fuel. Do you know how much fuel he burning carrying that bad boy? He got to pay for all of his permits. Permits are not cheap. So by the time he break it down, hopefully his truck make it through and he don't have no maintenance. He might come out with 10 grand. 7 grand. It depends on who all he had to pay or what the cost was. See, y'all say, oh, truckers make all of this money. Yeah, you can, but you still got to pay your overhead. Even the company's drivers, you know, you got to pay for certain things. If we're not paying for this, you paying for that. You know, and then not counting your bills and stuff you got to pay at home. People got mortgages. People got car payments, rent, you know, insurance, car insurance, all kind of stuff. And then you got to look at these trucks break down. You know how much it costs to get something fixed on the truck? You can go in the shop right now. I remember, not this truck, but another truck, I had a standard meaning I had a stick shift and I had a clutch on it at the time. Some of the trucks are still stick shifts. Some of them are automatics. So, but I had a stick shift / standard, you know, in case you guys don't know the term. So my clutch went out on the bad boy. And luckily, I didn't own or operate that truck. Man, they put that truck in the shop and then found out the engine or the motor was ever got done with it. They did an estimate. They thought that I owned the truck. He comes and said, well, we did an estimate and we coming up, look like you're going to be out about $25,000. I said, who? Not me. Y'all talking to the wrong person. Reach out to the company. Man, some of the stuff be under warranty, some don't. I've seen drivers lose their rigs. They can't afford it. It kills them. If your fifth wheel get off, you need tires, your clutch go out, engine motor. Man, my heart goes out to some of these truck drivers that's owning and operating. And then don't forget if they own a trailer. That's a whole nother ball game right there. And then you got to remember, you got to have all kind of licenses, stickers, and paper. It's just a lot to it. It's a whole bunch. You know, I mean, not just trucking, just about anything. There's people working at companies 9 to 5, 8 to 4, working in a bank or whatever, and it's tough for everybody because nobody is getting raises anymore. You got people that got young kids. You got a lot of families that, you know, got kids at home. They got to buy diapers. They got to have milk formula. I heard milk and formula for women that's not breastfeeding. I heard that stuff is like 40, 50, 60s of dollars, a lot of money. I don't know nothing about it because it's been a while, but, you know, imagine can't afford to buy milk or something for your child or diapers or stuff. You'll be surprised how people are barely making it and getting by. You know, things are not always what it seems. You could be working with somebody and right across, I remember years ago when I used to work in the office, this was years ago, and it was the lady across from a cubicle. That's when I used to work in customer service on the phone. So anyhow, we would go to lunch and everybody used to wonder why she would never like be eating or have lunch or none. At first I thought she was like fasting or, you know, or just ate certain times. So everybody be eating and she just be, you know, sitting there like reading a book, looking around. So one day I offered her some of my lunch. You know, I was like, hey, you know, Cindy, you know, what you know, you on a diet, like what's up? She told me, oh no, you know, I'm fine or whatever the deal is. So this went on for like months. Kept noticing this, right? And so finally one day she actually took an offer and took half of the lunch. And come to find out, got to talking and stuff, she was just saying how she was strapped for money, bills. She didn't have money for lunch or whatnot. And it was just mind-blowing. You know, a lot of people pride, because I'm going to tell you, baby, if I'm hungry, I'm going to ask somebody. I'm going to ask a stranger. I don't know about y'all, but Yolanda ain't got no shame in her game. I'll walk up to Santa Claus himself and look at here, Santa. Christmas has got to come early because I need to eat right about now, okay? But I'm just, you know, it's not a laughing matter. I'm just saying, you just don't know. You know how many people that's one step away from losing their house, can't make their mortgage, can't make their car payments, don't have insurance on their cars because it is lapsed. I mean, I can go on and on. Everybody is just having a tough time and struggling. You know, the sad part, nobody is trying to be there to help and to be there for everybody, because, you know, my grandmother used to say it takes a village to raise a child. I'm not saying we or nobody in here is children. I'm just saying even families are not tight and bonded like they used to be. I remember when I was coming up as a child, and I remember like my mom, like if we was there and my mom was like, say for instance, if she was making Kool-Aid and she didn't have no sugar, she'll say go next door and ask Betty May to send some sugar over here. Or she was making French fries and she didn't have enough potatoes, hey, go next door, eggs. Now you can't do that. It's a whole different ball game now. Nobody is trying to help nobody. You know, everybody's just trying to survive the best way they can. Hell, you can't even get nobody to say hello to you nowadays, and it don't cost nothing to say hello, good morning, good night, good afternoon. Man, it done got tough out here. You know, people's just, let me turn this around a little bit. People just on a whole new different ball game right about now. So that's what I say. I be telling people, just keep on praying, stay prayed up, because that's all we can do. Then you got people that might not believe in prayer, because you got a lot of atheists out there, and I'm not mad at you. I respect everybody religious. You could be Catholic, Jehovah's Witness, atheist, you know, Muslim, whatever. Hey, however you rocking, I'm okay with that. You know, I respect everybody. As long as you respect me, I respect you. I don't have a problem with nothing or no one. And see, that's the thing that's happening in the world today that I see. We don't, you know, so let me give you an example. Like, say for instance, I ain't gonna mention them, but we're gonna say Jack and Jill is running for president, right? Don't get mad at me because I voted for Jill and you voted for Jack. I'm okay with that. You have to respect everybody's decision and be okay with it. But people want to get mad at you because simple things. Respect everybody's decision. You know, it's as simple as that. It says, how long did it take you from getting your CDL to actually becoming hired by a company? Oh, Brooklyn born, it didn't take long at all. So basically what happened was, when I started, because I started so long ago, I've been in the game over 20 some years, so it was different than what it now. Now, I heard to go to CDL schools, it can runs up 10,000, whatever. My husband actually just paid cash for it. He paid, I think it was $700-800, I forget. It wasn't much. He said he went down there to school. So make a long story short, it was total of 4 weeks. So let me tell you how mine went. See, now it's different. So the reason why I'm saying this is they have, a lot of companies have their own schools. When I start, it wasn't like that. You had a few of them, but most of them wanted you to have some type of experience already. So basically what I did was I went to truck driving school, which that school is not in services anymore. I enrolled in there. When I enrolled in there, it was like almost 4 weeks. 1 week, they teach you everything from mapping, to learn you how to do an atlas, to reading the map, teach you how to bag, logs, going over the truck. So it's a week per thing. That's it. It could be the same now, I'm not quite sure. Once I was done with that week, I was fresh out of truck driving school. So what I did was, when you're in the school, so this is how it goes. So it was really 5 weeks, but I want to tell why I'm going here to make it easier to explain. So the 4 weeks when I was in school, it wasn't really 4 weeks, we're gonna say 3. So once I completed everything, what they do is take you down to the DMV, and then you have to get tested. You have to take their written and all they tests. An officer get in the truck with you. You have to pass there. Just because you finish school, that doesn't mean nothing. So you have to pass to get your permit. You don't actually have a CDL. You have a permit because you have to have so many hours. Back then you had to have 300 hours. I don't know what it is now. It's been so long. It could be the same, but I haven't checked it out. So with that 3 weeks, once I was done, when you're in school, what they do is they recruit different companies like Swift, Warner, JB, Snyder. I can go on and on. So they'll ask you, like, you really know what school, like what company you want to work for. You got companies, CRST. You got so many teams. They actually, do you want a team? Do you want to run solo? Do you want, they go through all the shebams. So you give them all your information. What they do, you submit, or I'm going by what happened to me. The school that I was with, I just filled out the application. They submitted it to Warner, all the companies. Every company is not going to take you. Here's why. They do a background check on you. Every driver is different. Some people got speeding tickets. Some people been to jail. You name it. I can go on and on. All of that counts against you, right? So some companies frown. Some companies might take you, even if you've been to jail, even if you got tickets, whatever. That's a whole nother story. I'll explain it. So I got accepted. And when I got accepted, then this is another thing. Do you want to do flatbed, reefer, dry van? Because you got companies that strictly flatbed. So I wanted to do flatbed. I wanted to be big and bad. So I got accepted in a flatbed company. That was the 4th week. So bam, I got accepted. So I went through that school, went through their 300 hours. I drove on the truck with another driver that showed me the ropes as I drove each day, learned, got my hours. And then once I was done, I got tested out. Then I got my CDL. Do you see what I'm saying? So the best way to explain that is depends on what company you go to and what their procedures. Nowadays, it could be different. So it took me a total, so I did 3, I'm going to say, it's so long. I'm going to say 3 months. Because you got to remember, I had to do my 300 hours with the company and then pass and get my actual CDL. So I'm going to say 3 months. But now I heard it goes quicker. But then we are talking about over 20 years ago. I don't know how it goes now, or if I tell you how long it would take, but I'm telling you, give it a try. If there's something you're interested in and you really want to drive like that, Brooklyn born, all you got to do is reach out to any company. Now, all these companies have truck driving schools. They all have truck driving schools. We have one. All you got to do is call our recruiting department. Then they'll go from there. They'll get you the paperwork. You do the applications. Long as you pass and qualify for everything, And then whatever you didn't qualify is just like filling out for a credit card or a loan for a house or something. They'll tell you what you need to do to correct everything. They'll either help you correct it or you can correct it. Once everything is cleared, you come in. They'll bus you in, fly you in, rent you a car, however you choose to come in, because some people fear flying or whatever. You come in to orientation, they set you up. You get with a mentor, that means a trainer. You get on the truck with someone for however many hours. I don't know if it's 200, 300, don't give me the line. And you just drive with that driver. That driver shows you everything you need to know. Okay? But then you gotta, no, I'm saying it back to my bag. You come in with Swift and then you go to our truck driving school. So our truck driving school shows you everything. And once you're done with our truck driving school, they put you on the truck with a mentor. That means somebody like myself would train you and show you what to do. And once you're done, you upgrade. So in other words, everybody is different. Depends on how long it might take you. It says, Chill Will Crew, I got sidetracked on the phone call. Oh, no, that's fine, Chill Will Crew. It says, I got you running on the TV. I'm frying chicken. That's cool. Brooklyn born. It says, got you. So, yeah, like I said, everybody is, it's different. I can't really say there's a set time, because every individual, what might take me a month might take you 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying, Brooklyn born? What might take Chill Will a week might take me 2, if that makes sense. So, and then it depends on the company, school that you go to. Everything is a factor. So it's kind of hard to say, but ballpark, everything with going to whatever school you go to, getting your CDL testing out, you should be done. I give it 90 days, long as you're on track and you're not, like, say for instance, you can get set back a month if you're not catching on. Because when I went to school, do you know how many people just was failing? They could not catch on. They couldn't back, no matter how much training. See, that slows you down. So now it's just like when you're in school, you going to the 3rd or the 4th grade, but somebody else got held back because they couldn't keep up. Or when you graduated from high school, your partner got kept back because he missed school because he couldn't keep up. The same thing with the truck driving school and driving. It's really no difference. It's just all about your task of being able to keep up. That's all. And that, like I said, I hear all these schools are different. I hear just about all the trucking companies now got schools at them. Yeah. But if you're interested, like I say, you got a lot of companies out there. We are definitely bringing on drivers. Call our recruiter. All you got to do is Google it. Call Swift. This 1-800 number, I think is 1-800-SWIFT something. But all you got to do is go Google and say Swift phone number for hiring orientation. I'm sorry I don't have it right in front of me. But call them if you are interested. I can tell you what, if you are really interested in it, Brooklyn born, if you really want to be a truck driver, that's something you really just not talking about, call my company. Call them tomorrow. They'll do a pre-application on you, and they'll tell you if you qualify. You'll know already what they're. See, this is what they're going to do. They're going to, first of all, before they even waste your time, they're going to run your license. They're going to tell you what needs to be done and if you even qualify. It's almost like a pre-approval for a loan, for a house or a car, whatever. And then you'll know where you need to go. And then say, for instance, you call Swift tomorrow and you give them their information. With the hit of a button, they're going to be able to tell you. Like, even if you got tickets, where they'll say, okay, we got you, but you got a speeding ticket, you got this. Okay, take care of that and then come back to us next week, show us proof. You know how the process go. But they'll click you in, and then if you ain't got no tickets, no nothing or whatever, you all good, they'll say, we got everything back, and then they'll start telling you what process you do from next. And you're down there in New York. We got a terminal, I think it's in Syracuse. I don't know what part of New York you're in. We got one, let me see, Syracuse, not in New York, I'm trying to think. I know Syracuse, but I would have to look at our list because I don't run the East Coast no more like I used to. And the last time I was up there, I was at our Syracuse terminal. So I don't know what terminal you would come out of. That's with Swift if you reached out to us. And I can't tell you about no other company. And they will bring you in, and they actually will take care of you. We got truck driving schools just about at all of our terminals. And don't believe the hype, what you see on TV and the news. Swift is actually not a bad company. Like I say, I'm finna hit 17 years with them. So I got plenty of time under my belt. I can go anywhere, but hey, I stay here because I just like the way Swift operated. We've had drivers leave and come back because they thought the grass was greener on the other side. But again, you got to go where Swift might work for me, but might not work for you. Just like Snyder might work for me and might not for you, vice versa, Warner, whatever. So many there's so many of them out there. You know, you got companies got flatbed, reefer, doubles, triples. It's just so many to pick from. But if you, like I say, and I tell everybody, if you are really serious about it, reach out to us and get with recruiting. And all it takes is to give them your license, your information off of your license, your first, your last name, your date of birth, and your info, and they're going to run you. Once they run you, they're going to let you know real quick if you qualify or not. And that's all you, and if they say, yeah, you qualify, go for it. Because they're going to pay for the school. I mean, you're going to their school, so you don't have to pay anything up front. What they do is once you're done and you start running, they just take so much out of your check every week until it's paid for. You know, you can't beat that. I mean, if I wanted to drive right now, back then when I started, it was so cheap, but now truck driving school is not, you know, it's a lot more now. I mean, I don't know how much it costs now, but yeah. And then it's basic stuff, which you probably already know. Just know how to read an atlas. They teach you how to back and just everything you need to know and get those hours out. I say, come on, join the crowd. Join us. You know? But then you got to be ready to be away from home, because a lot of companies, you have to start out over the road and then put in for a local. But some companies will offer you local right from the get-go. Now, see, if you out there on the East Coast, you might automatically get a local run. Because it's hard to get drivers to do local runs, I'm telling you, especially up in that area where you at. And if you know the area real good, that's a plus for you too. Yep. See, I didn't like running in like New York, New Jersey. I don't like nowhere up in there, because I don't know the area like that. But see, you born and raised there, so you know it. I'd say any driver that run an area where they know it like the back of their hand, you're doing real good, real good. Yep. So, like I say, it's just a lot going on in the world and everything today. Like I said, I've had people pop in and out. I got 12 likes. I appreciate. So far, I've been on this over 2 hours. I didn't think I was going to go this long. I'm just running my mouth, talking about everything under the sun. I just be bored, be sitting here. Like I said, I'll stay on a few more minutes. It is, what time is it out here? Where am I at? I got to think for a minute. Hold on. Oh, it's just 9:30 out here where I'm at. On the East Coast, y'all like that. I think it's about 10:30. It says, so you got to have a clean driver record to get in, basically. I'm not going to say actually clean, because, you know, people got tickets. They got things. It just depends on what's on your record. That's the key. And I can't answer that. Every company got their own stipulations. Some companies, like, you know, for Swift, I don't know what our credentials is. I don't know how clean of a record you have to have. They might let you get away with one ticket or two, or, you know, or whatever. I mean, and then, I don't know. But when you say clean, I don't know how clean it needs to be. Everybody clean is a whole different, it's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? This mother trucker is better to run regional in the Northeast. Okay, he's saying it's better to run the regional in the Northeast. Okay, so the mother trucker, so this driver is saying run the Northeast. So that's a truck driver right there. So you can get some more answers from him, you know. So if some more truck drivers shine in, that's even better. But everybody's got their own region. So that driver is running the Northeast, or is saying it's better to run. I like to run the Midwest. But about that record, I'm saying, I can't really answer you about that record. I'm clean answering the so let's put it like this. When you say you have to have a clean record basically on your license, yes and no. It depends on what's on there, because It's so hard to explain. It depends on what's on there. Like you got some people that got 1,000 tickets. Do you see where I'm going with that? Then you got some people that got a couple of tickets. You got some people got tickets they ain't never paid, and it can go on and on. You got some people then, went to jail, done whatever, got misdemeanors, then got license suspended, drinking, drive. This is all kind of stuff. And every company's got their own stipulations. And everybody is different. You would have, like I said, the only way you would find out Brooklyn born is to call recruiting. It is not gonna hurt. They're not doing a credit check. You're not gonna get no points from the credit union or nothing. Transmex, they not coming for you. What you do if you are really serious, dog, check this out. Call recruiting. If it ain't us, call any recruiting department from any company that you think you want to run for. Give them your name, your phone number, and your information. Do what they call the mini application. Go ahead, let them run your background. At least you'll know if you pass or don't pass. You won't know until you call them, because I can't really tell you. Because what I say might pass might be okay for them, vice versa. If I say no, that's going to work, they might not have a problem with it. So you bet that's what I would, if I was interested in driving, I would get on the phone and call recruiting of a company that I would like to work for that's close to me or wherever I live. I would give them all my information, let them run it, and wait to hear back from them and see what they have to say. That's what I would do myself. So, I mean, it's up to you. The mother trucker. So to Brooklyn born, you can't have no tickets within the last 5 years or no DUIs within the last 10. If you're trying to get a CDL, you have to make sure you pay any and all tickets. Okay, so do you see that, Brooklyn born? This is a truck driver that's in here. This mother trucker is he's put that information in there for you. I'm glad a trucker chimed in, which is really cool. So he's telling you some stuff too. So again, I didn't know all of that because I had, like I said, it's been so long since I've got done it, and I just tell people to call recruiting, because I've recruited a few people throughout the years, and they just called the 1-800 number. Only one driver that I know, he called me and he said that they didn't take him. He didn't tell me why, but he said he went to another company and they did. Again, every company is different depending on their insurances. Isn't that right? This mother trucker, recruiting will tell you the same thing. Laugh out loud. What you mean by recruiting will tell you the same thing? Like what? This mother trucker. Recruiting would tell you the same thing, LOL. So what recruiting would tell him the same thing that I'm telling him? Or should he call recruiting, or should Brooklyn, it says no DUIs at all. So he don't have no DUIs, so he should be good, right, mother trucker? I mean, Brooklyn born, if I was you, I'd just call recruiting and give him my info. So the way he explained it, let me scroll back down. See, he must know because it's been a while. So it says you can't have no tickets within the last 5 years. So does that mean parking tickets, speeding tickets, or just a ticket period? Or is that all companies, certain companies, your companies? And it says within the last 5 years, or no DUIs within the last 10 years. He said he don't have no DUIs. If you're trying to get a CDL, you have to make sure. So, okay, so then I guess I could Google it. We have to look it up. So if he did have the tickets and if he paid it off, I mean, would that be fine? Does he have to wait? It says they won't even let you come to their trucking company. If you have shit on your license, you have to pay off. So I don't know. Oh, okay, well. So he's explaining that he must know a little bit more about it. Like I said, it's been a minute. I don't know. The rules have changed or whatnot. I just know with me, I've been here. I've been driving. I've had my regular license, just been driving since I was 16. I don't have none of that, so I don't, And they do a thing on us every year. They run our They run our report, our driver's records every year. So, and then if you got something on you, I don't know what they do or what not. So, but again, I think every company is different too. So, I don't know. And I really don't know what the procedures with Swift is unless you call them. The mother trucker. Those trucking companies will run your driver records on a clearance house. On a clearance. Oh, okay. Yeah. How long does it take? Do you remember about any of that? I don't know about it. It's been so long. It says to see if you have any drug or alcohol related offenses. Okay. Well, that's what you could do if you're interested. But it's something you can always think about. Again, I think every company is different too. Because isn't like some of those team companies that run teams, like I'm not going to name any of them. I heard they're a little bit linear. Certain companies is different. But like I said, every company operates different. I'm glad I got 12 likes. Got 4 people in the chat. That's cool. Y'all been rocking with me for a minute. I appreciate that. But I ain't gonna hold y'all all night. When y'all ready to shine off, shoot, y'all ain't gonna hurt my feelings. If y'all shine off, I'm still just gonna sit here for another hour so till I get ready to do what I gotta do. I'm just burning time because I ain't got nothing else to do. So, longer I sit here, the more watch time I get. I'm glad that so far people come in and I got 12 likes. I appreciate that. And I'll be going live here and there a little bit more here and there. Every chance I get, hopefully I can get my watch time. And I hope too that will help me to get some more subscribers. But yeah. It says, so to Brooklyn born, just make sure you have a clean driving record. Okay then. So like I said, like I told him, he could just make a phone call, and then if he call recruiting, depending on if he want to come over to Swift or whatever company, I think they all do their same recruiting the same way. I'm not quite sure. I know how Swift works. You just call them, and I think it's a mini application or something. It says, like I said, you can't upgrade to a CDL if you have unpaid tickets at the bare minimum. Okay then. But they give you time to, but they give you time to get all that taken care of. Can't you just still go to truck driving school though? It says Brooklyn born. It says no accidents or tickets. Then okay. Oh, so Brooklyn born is asking you. So Brooklyn born is saying you can't have any accidents or any tickets. This mother trucker is that's what he's asking you, I think. I don't know. I ain't gonna even start lying to you. Let me see what he's saying. You see what he's saying? It says any DUIs or DWIs within the last 9 to 10 years, you have to wait till that falls off. And so Brooklyn born is saying if you have unpaid tickets, then your license probably suspended then, right? I don't know. So what you're saying, Brooklyn born, so what you're asking is if you have unpaid tickets, then your license probably suspended then. I mean, I don't know. That is a good question. Every state is different. So if you get unpaid tickets, do your license get suspended? I don't know. It isn't. Now, see, that's another thing that I do know. Every state operates different. It says this mother trucker. It says if you have any drug accidents within the last 5 years, then a particular trucking company may not take you. So, okay, just hypothetically throwing it out there, the mother trucker. What if you do have any of that? Is there any company will take you that you know of? Just say, for instance, if there's somebody in this live or in the chat and they're trying to get their CDL and they might have had accidents or they might have, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know either. I mean, I really don't. I wish I did know, but I don't. Well, like I said, the only way you can find out Brooklyn born, the best way you can do, man, dog. I mean, all I can say is pick up the phone. That's the way you will know for sure. Pick up the phone. It ain't gotta be tomorrow, this week. Pick up the phone, call whatever company, and say, hey. Even before you give them your information, you can ask them what are their guidelines, what are the procedures in order to come aboard, and they'll tell you. What does it says? It says the important thing is to, call the trucking company, and ask them what are the requirements to apply as a driver. Yeah, there you go. And and then another thing, what one company might say, another might say something different, because I'm quite sure there's tons of drivers that got stuff. Ain't everybody's record can't be squeaky clean. So they had to go to somewhere, to some company somehow. That's all I'm saying. So if you pick up the phone and the one company say, oh, it might be issues, but don't give up. Try 2 or 3 more, because as they say, what one 4 or 5 more might will. You just never know. Just keep, It says important thing to you to call it. Okay, yeah, we got that part. So yeah, that's what I would do if you're really serious about it. Because you're not too old, not too young. I don't even remember the age you have to, but I know you're at age to drive. Isn't the age like 20 something, 22, 23? Long as you, or is it 25? I done forgot how old you have to be in order to, I'm trying to hang in here a few more minutes to see if a few more people can pop in and I can at least give me 20, 25 likes or something. This mother trucker, it says, just pay your tickets if you have them, keep proof, and email that to the driver recruitment if they tell you. Okay, so in other words, if he have any of that, make sure he just paid it and he have copies in order to give to them, correct? It says, Tony, yo man, is still here cooking. Oh, Tone, do your thing. I appreciate it, man, because I know you're getting ready to pop out your videos. I don't want to hold you. Like I said, anybody in this chat, don't feel like I got you hostage. Anybody, even if there ain't nobody here, I'm just going to still have the live on and just talking, It says, this is Antonio, laugh out loud. Oh, Antonio, oh, that's my dog. That's one of my truck drivers. Okay, because I can't see the picture or nothing. Even though I got my glasses on, it's real small doing this live. Okay, so Antonio, me and Antonio work together on a dedicated account. Oh my gosh, Antonio, I didn't even notice this. That's not even his name, this mother trucker. Boy, you play too much. You play too much. Antonio is a good friend of mine. I've been knowing Antonio for a minute. That's one of my road dogs. Me and him we be talking the shit though. That's one of my roadies though. He's a driver. He drive local. So he used to be on the road years ago. Not anymore. Me and him ran on a dedicated account. We was running Intermodal up out of Texas. We was running Intermodal out there. We ran, what did we run over there, about a year or so, somewhere there? Yeah, we ran. That's my road dog right there. We be cutting up the carpet from time to time. What's happening, man? You at work? He was over there for FedEx, running for FedEx there for a minute, and he switched off. But yeah, he's over there messing with them doubles and stuff. See, that's another thing. If you're gonna run doubles, triples, singles, if you're gonna run local. Because he don't want to come on the road. I was trying to tell him to come on the road, considering him and his girl, if they ain't going to get married and make a baby. Now, I ain't going to go there with you. I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to stop. I ain't going to put your business out there. But I told him if he not trying to settle down and do all of that with him and his girl, man, come on the road. He said he's not trying to come on the road. And so I'm not mad at him. He said he want to be home every day. So he run local, though. Yep. So he runs Monday through Friday off Saturdays and Sundays. And then be in the strip club Saturday. No, I'm just joking. I'm playing with you until I'm playing. But no, so yeah, he knows a lot too then. Yeah. So again, it depends on what you're running and what you're doing. Cause shoot, he was over there with FedEx for a minute running up and down. So that's a whole different thing. I ain't messing with no FedEx. No, baby, I'm good. I'm good. I see them eyeballs, partner. I see them eyeballs popping out. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, I put you on blast. No, I was just telling them in a jokingly manner. Remember when I kept telling you to come on the road and you kept saying, no, that's not what you was trying to do. Oh, so yeah, that's right. So you still running the FedEx? Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't know. We be talking about jobs, whatever he be doing over there. To be honest, we be talking about all kind of stuff under the sun, everything. Been talking about lately. I told him give me an invitation to that wedding. To that wedding, I'm gonna leave you alone. I ain't gonna make you mad. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, his girl, boy. He be clowning, boy. I be like, dog, go get married. He be like, Yolanda. That's my boy, though. We be shooting the shit. We be shooting the shit, though. For real. But, you know, like I said, you know, just, you know, Brooklyn born. If that's what you feeling, man, I'll keep saying it over and over. I would get on the phone. If it's something serious, get on the phone tomorrow. And then call. Recruiting. Give me your info and you will find out exactly what you need to know. You sure will. Yep. Because, you know, everybody do different things, too. Every company is different. And then you got companies, too, that even after you done, say, for instance, you done and you want to come and, like, go over there with him with FedEx. Some of these companies got restrictions. They want you to have 3 years OTR. OTR mean on over the road. You have to been driven over the road for 3 years straight. Some of them got, I don't know, they used to do 5. I don't know if that's Walmart. I don't know which company they do. I heard some of them is cutting back 2 years. I don't know, but some companies will get strict like that. You can't be a newbie or a new driver. You got to have time under your belt. And then you got companies that'll bring you in 6 months or a year. You know, all of them are different. They change up. You know. Again, it depends on what works for you. Yeah. So yeah, but that's that. I mean, that's a part of the game. That's part of trucking. It's, you know, find what works for you. So many divisions out there. You got tankers. You got heavy hauling. You got cattle. You got reefer, you got dry vans, you got doubles, you got triples, you got singles. Man, I can go on and on and on. Yep. And I say get a taste, you know, a little bit here and there. I always suggest tell everybody to be on the road. But Antonio said he's been on the road, and so once you've been on the road and you come off that road, you get spoiled. You don't want to come back on that road anymore. But see, I myself believe that when you run local, to me that's hustling backwards, because I tend to work harder when I ran local. That was in my opinion. Now I stayed in better shape though, because you in and out of the truck, you get physically fit. But like what I'm doing now, the long hauling, well, not long hauling, but I'm still not doing, like, to me, a lot of hard work and labor, if that makes sense. So yeah. But you know, it's all good. Whatever works for you. Whatever works. And these companies is changing too, with the cameras and all this technology and all this stuff that they're doing. Oh man, the game has definitely changed. So who's still in the house? Let's do a roll call here. Seems like I got 3 people in. I guess that must be Antonio, Tony, and I must still have Brooklyn born. That's 3 people in the chat. Well, I got 13 likes. That's good. I'm happy about that. Yep. It says a person looking to get into trucking has to want to live in the truck on the road. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. But not for everybody, though. Really, Antonio, not for everybody. Now, me and you had this discussion before. Not for everybody. Some people just like to get away from home and then they drive. Some drivers will come out and stay 2 weeks, 3, or once a month and come in, and they okay with that. You got to remember, it's almost like some people being in the military, you know? For real. Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Is Tony Yo Man in here? Laugh out loud. Yes, Tony Yo Man is here. He's listening, but he said he's cooking, Michelle. And I think he's getting his food ready for tonight for his video. But he keeps tapping in and out. He keeps saying, I'm here. But he's here. Tony Yo Man, if you can hear us, Michelle is asking, is you still in the house? He'll tap in. I think he's just listening to us talk, and he's back and forth trying to show support, which I really appreciate it. And he's getting all this stuff ready for his video tonight. Yeah, baby. Tony Yo Man. Who is Michael, Tony? Oh, he did a typo because he's multitasking. It's Michelle, not Michael, Tony Yo Man. You typed Michael. He'll peep it after mine. She said, yeah, baby. So, yeah, we can see you be over there watching them mukbangs over there. Yeah, he be putting out some good stuff, though, don't he? Like I said, anybody in the chat, is not like it's a whole gang of people. I appreciate the people that are here, the few that's here. And maybe people start recognizing, when I go live a little bit more, they'll be popping in here and there. If you see anybody you want to support, hey, support them. It says, Michelle, I get that a lot. Ain't no big deal. Okay, Michelle, that's cool. I know, because you can glance at your name, and it does look like Michael. But I happen to catch it. And the reason why, because my middle name is Michelle. So I caught that. And then, of course, Michelle Obama. Yeah. So it was easy for me to catch that. But, yeah, I can see how I can go Michael, Michelle. So I'm wondering what Tony is cooking up to have for his mukbang tonight. I can't wait. And then, Michelle, do you see